Hello. Okay, I was just checking. Just checking. Let's see. I'm trying to get to the chat. How are y'all doing tonight? Let's see. I can see I got one viewer. I'm trying to get to the chat. Hey, Scott Balaam. How are you doing? I should. I just realized I still got my Mickeys on. My Mickey Motos, baby. Scott Bailey, you probably don't know what that is. only like a girl who sells jewelry would know what that is. They're extremely expensive pearls. Better now that I'm here. Well, Scott Balo, listen to this. I got an email from somebody who says that they love my streams. Hey, Svetlana. No, I got this email from this girl who says she loves the streams and that she really needed like some questions answered. Like she had like just like some back to basic type questions, and that she really got a lot out of like me streaming with Svetlana. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull her in since she's here. God, or whatever. Oh, Scott says we're his two favorite ladies. I'm glad she's here. Let's see. Take me a second. But apparently this girl Sarah, she watches it like for her we come on at like 5 a.m. So because she's overseas. So she watches all of them later. And it was nice, It was nice to hear that that somebody, there's other people that feel connected besides you guys. Scott Bailey says, hell yeah, your stream's quickly becoming my favorite. Cool. It's because of Svetlana. She's freaking awesome. All right. And there's the link to the Hangout chat. But yeah, this girl has like a series of questions. So I forwarded the email to Svetlana and she knows. So she's gonna answer. I mean, y'all know what I think, I mean, one of the things the girl was asking was like, why was this evil matrix created, and like what is it? I mean, of course, it's organic. I mean, people think it's like some kind of like group of controllers. It's not. I mean, it is, but they're not here. It's not like a group of guys got together at CERN and decided they were going to control the world, like Pinky and the Brain or something. That's not the way it works. Although there's some people who think that, I think. Very strange. Oh, I love you, Scott Balo. You're my fave. My favorite little baby boy. That's crazy. I guess I don't know if Glenn is streaming right now, but what can I do? I'm excited. I just want to answer this girl's questions, I don't know. Well, the Matrix definitely punished me today. My boss was just on fire, just like a jerk all day long. Just like I was, hey, what's going on?
Okay, it worked.
Yay, it worked.
Yes. One of the questions was actually the Sarah's question, why I'm not doing my live stream, because technology doesn't want to work with me. The only video I posted, it's like over a minute long, and I was downloading this video for 25 minutes. I cannot deal with stuff like that.
Hey, Joanna, what's up? And Joanna,
How are
there's this
you?
girl that sent me like an email, and she has like questions about like what this realm is, and why is it like this. And so she was asking me to forward the email to Svetlana, and so I did, and that's what this is going to be about. So, so what do you think?
Well, we already answered the question what this realm is.
Yeah.
It's pretty much, it's supposed to be God's playground, but it's been overtaken by crazy AI, full of entities.
Yeah.
And what we're trying to do, we're trying to get consciousness out and start a new game.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I also sent you a few questions on the picture board.
Okay, let me see. Let me get to that. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it through my email. That'll be easier. You see, I don't have like internet service to my phone directly because it bothers me too much. I can hear it. So I had it turned off. So I'll connect through Wi-Fi when I want to. That way it's not like updating constantly and I'm not constantly hearing the damn phone. I can't stand it. I can like hear it connecting to the phone. It's so crazy. I can hear like the wires in the walls. I've always been like that though. Just being able to hear the electricity, I hate it so much.
And we also can produce our own electricity. Like I shock people all the time.
Really? I do too. I didn't know that's what that was.
Oh yeah.
Man. Okay, let's see. Mm-hmm. No one gets Gmail. I'm not prepared. I'm still wearing pearls from work.
They're
Oh, thank you. They're Mickey Motos, girl. My poor husband. I'm always like, buy me this. But I'm like, I get discounts, and then I put it on layaway. I'm so terrible with stuff like that.
Oh, I used to love shiny stuff. Right now, I don't really care.
I'm like a magpie, like a bird. I just like shiny things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm crazy. Okay. This was the picture that I got sent. Let's see. Let me screen share it. All right. There it is. Okay, so the first one is who am I? So
I'm just hoping everyone on the stream have those questions.
Yeah.
For themselves.
Okay. What am I doing here?
Yeah. I'm gonna go through those questions. I hope Marta, if you can keep them on the screen for a little bit.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, first question, who am I? Answer on this question is I am consciousness.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about consciousness which going to be able to get out from this matrix. Because there is different consciousness what's gonna leave this place. Number one, that's volunteers. That's approximately 144,000 spirits who came here to be like monitors and to help with the ascension. Number two, original souls, original spirits who been in simulation before it's got overtaken. Number three, some evolved entities from fallen universe who able to evolve and reach a level of unconditional love. Number four, human AI. Some human AI become sentient and they also reach of level. You have to have feelings, full spectrum of feelings to get out from this matrix. And the full spectrum of feelings is required to have unconditional love. And fifth group, it's AI sims It's pretty much consciousness of AI being split on parts and put in human bodies, and they've been created only for this lifetime, and some of them were able to wake up. I just don't know how many. And in order to get out from this matrix, group number one, volunteers and original consciousness, the one who were here before simulation was overtaken, should be on the same page.
Yeah.
Because right now, all those 5 groups should be able to see Mandela effect. And we all over the place, because that's how Matrix buying time for itself. It's like when you decide to quit the game, you have to be like you as a collective entering this game, and to get out of here, you have to act also as a collective. Okay, question number 2. What I'm doing here? This question, answer on this question is different for some categories, like volunteers here to help, original consciousness here to wake up, and the rest of it else here to wake up. And soon if you figure out where you're at, and the collective decision is, we already know we don't like this place, that's why we're searching for truth. And the next collective decision should be leave this place, because it cannot be changed completely. It's like it's rotten on such a deep level. The only way to get out from we're gonna just take pure consciousness out of it. The rest of it, it's affected by the virus, and they try to piggyback on us, and it's not gonna work. Okay, next question. What is Mandela effect? Mandela effect, I was on our past stream with Marta, was holding this device.
This is our very technical device.
Yes. That's pretty much how we getting out. The black lines, that's the timelines, but not going to be able to make it. And the only one timeline, which Mandela affected people all on the same timeline, on this silver timeline, which the only one that's going to be able to get out from this matrix.
What's going to happen to the other timelines when we exit? Is it just going to stop?
Yes, it's already actually happening. They're already splashing. Our timeline is the longest one. Every single one of those ones, the black ones, is actually destroyed. That's why we all see end of the world scenarios, because we actually, when we're crossing this black timeline, we actually see the beginning and the end of our subconscious see beginning and the end of this timeline. That's why in the dreams we're actually experiencing what happening to it.
See, I'm hoping that's what my daughter is like seeing in her dreams, and
Yes.
it's not something that's going to happen.
No.
Maybe I can calm her fears,
And in order to get out from this matrix, we need to get rid of fear. It's very, very big for us, because we have Mandela effect, and what we do with this Mandela effect, we all freaking out. And that's buying time for Matrix, because when we all collectively decide to leave, nothing it can do. And also we need to stop feeding the system. Yes. And like, if you see Mandela effect, it's like, it all depends on which timeline you woke up. Like you're floating around, and you woke up on timeline with 6 people in the car, and you think, oh, I am from a different dimension. No, you're not. You're together with us. You just woke up a little bit later. You disconnect yourself from the matrix a little bit later. That's what it is. And next question, So Mandela effect, it's pretty much we're going through we're crossing the timelines, and because it's like a vortex and lines getting closer and closer together, so that's why we're jumping faster and faster.
Okay.
Through timelines.
And that's interesting because, I see like, I didn't realize that's what that really was, but I see that swirling. You had sent me a video with like, that guy talking about the swirling vortex, and he realized like he was the energy ball in the middle.
It's actually, if you look at it, that's the part of the vortex he was talking about. And
Yeah.
this white cup over here, that's this major ball where everything is like coming in. That's how we got into into simulation itself too.
Yeah, and
And
it's in everything. It's in everything,
yes,
like apples. It's represented all over as a clue.
Yes.
To wake you
the
up.
thing is, when we get out from here, this place gonna be the apple structure of the energy field gonna be collapsing because it's not sustainable, and it's maintain this parasitic virus. This it's too many parasites in there. So when we reach this central point, we're just gonna blow up new universe. Like we just suck in all consciousness, and it's gonna be new game. That's what it's
See, and
pretty much.
I think it's interesting that original sin is represented by an apple.
Yeah, because it's a representation of the energy field, and the snake is the modification of DNA.
Yeah.
Of our avatars. So it's, I mean, the whole thing is. But all five groups is agree that we do not like this place, and a lot of things is wrong with this. So the only thing we actually agree on. the rest of we're trying to fight upon something,
Yeah.
So Mandela, the event itself, it's the point where when we're gonna cross this central point. That's
and
the
people
event
need to
itself.
understand that that's going to happen naturally. That's not something that somebody's going to bring to you. That's a trick.
It's yeah. When events going to happen? When enough people gonna be on the same page. That's the answer.
Yeah.
And that's the hard one, because Matrix does everything to split us apart and fight each other. That's its tactic. It's one of the tools, divide and conquer, and it's using it on a full scale.
Yeah.
Yes. Next question: is it gonna be painful? My answer is no, because we don't feel when we're crossing lines. We don't feel when we get from one body to another body. And the last question: what will happen after an event? And I already told we're gonna be in a new energy field simulation, and it's gonna be creative mode. And what it's gonna be there, we're already creating right now. Like, for example, the avatar we're gonna use, it's probably gonna be human, right? Human body. And our stuff we just can talk through, and it's like the system gonna be like totally different from this one. If you agree on something collectively, it's gonna work. Here, one more question I had, like, for myself: why we can't change timeline in this structure and make it the way it's most comfortable for us?
Yes.
It is possible on this structure. The only thing is we're trying to get out from here. And if you created the perfect personal timeline where you have everything, you have mansion, you have car, you have unlimited amount of money, this timeline is actually doomed to splash. The only right timeline we own, we already own it.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good thing that we don't have to think about it. It also works like we don't have to think about our heartbeat. So our subconscious pretty much pulling us out. And the only thing we need to do is just stop fighting, be on the same page. And if you're bored, you probably can do some stuff like affect time and gather your own energy.
Yeah.
Like with Marta, we were talking the other day. this exercise how to affect time, especially like in stressful situation. Every time your memory bring up stressful situation from your past, give yourself hug. Tell yourself at this particular moment when you feeling this past memory, but you're gonna be okay. And exercise this every single time when you have past memories. This way, when you're going to go through to situation right now in your life, your future you will give you comfort and help and some flow of energy that you need. So exercise like that, I would think something we can do, and it's not that difficult. Okay, I think I went through my questions.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat, and Scott Baylor's like, I like to hear transmissions saying and it and it and it. that was very that was so weird. He was just like, and it and it and it. I mean, just like on a loop. I was like, is this guy like, I don't know. Is he real? What is this? That's I was just like, okay. And then he sent me like some reverse speech of it. And he was like, I hear something in there, but my husband studied it and he's like, I mean, I don't really hear anything, but he was like, I'd like
Well,
to hear what he thinks he hears.
about that, in the end, we all gonna know who was real, who was not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as right now, just follow your first feeling, because everybody who was there, we all know what we saw, right?
Yeah. And Scott Baylor says,
I was actually cracking out. Marta,
I know. I was like,
be gone.
I was like, demon be gone. Oh Lord. I mean, because that's, when I see stuff like that, I'm just like, I do that all the time. When Joe is like, freaking out, he thinks he sees something, I say it and it makes it disappear. So it's probably like just, I don't know. I don't like a placebo. But
who we have on the chat? Should we invite Scotty again?
Yeah, Scott, you want to come
If
in,
he wants
Scott
to
Balo?
participate. Yeah.
Sorry about that, Martha. What happened? Actually, Joanna said when she saw that she had to leave because she was so disturbed.
Well, none of us have felt fear, so that's a good thing. That's
He
what
said,
I'm
sure,
saying.
give me a few minutes.
That's
Cool.
what I'm saying. I'm not dealing with entities. That's it. It's like if I'm getting information, I'm getting from my higher self. It's the Marta, remember how we had a talk about who God is, and we came up with it's our consciousness all together, with all information, with all feelings, with all the power. That's what must be God.
No, I can see you, Patrick. Patrick's like, now Martha can't see me. I can see you. It's okay. You're not gone. Let's see. I'm gonna leave that page. I always accidentally freaking click on Google Plus. I'm sending Scott Balo an invite. And anybody else who wants to come on, just tell me.
Let's have a chat.
Yeah. Hey, Wake Up News. Wake Up News said, hey, everyone was in another stream. That's okay. It's no big deal.
Oh, it's actually doesn't matter when you're watching stream. As soon as you're watching, you're actually attending, and your energy attending at the same time. That's why we were so powerful. How many streams we had? We had 3 streams. They were very, very powerful. It's everybody who saw this right now, and everybody in the future was actually participating.
Yeah. I mean, I've gotten emails, from people being like, great stream, thank you, because I've been, I'll sit there and post my emails in the chat, and, people have picked up on them. I mean, you can get me pretty easily. I mean, you can sit there and get me on Messenger. If, I have like my Facebook, my Instagram linked to my banner.
We don't have to afraid to be watched. We watched all the time because we inside the simulation and we using the bodies of simulation. So
Yeah. I mean, it's like I just, I have that attitude like if something was good, I mean, don't be fearful because if something was going to happen, it would have. So don't think that people are going to come get you or something. That's not going to happen. That's just a fear. That's fear mongering.
Oh, they're afraid of us more than we're afraid of them at the moment.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's no point to be scared. Oh, Patrick had some hard time.
Yeah.
Our night, I was, if Patrick here, I'm sorry to hear that. And I think,
Yeah.
We all together, we were participating in that. We will help you to pull it out. You're going to be
Yeah.
okay.
Do you want to come on the chat, Patrick, and ask any questions directly? Let's see what he says. Patrick's a sweetheart. I mean, he's got a good soul. He really is a good guy,
Well, we all have this, like, except for intruders, we all have that.
and it.
We are capable of unconditional love.
Yeah. I mean, like I really should have had a horrible day, but I was just like, whatever. I mean, I got a little upset at some points, but
Oh,
I mean, in the end, I was pretty happy.
Yeah, when you understand the structure, how it actually does it, and put, like, even your situation with the jail, if you, like, put everything on the shelves, what this person did at that moment, how it's work out, and you see it's trap, and every day you face difficult situation, and you see how it's been done to you. It's a little bit easy not to react, and a little bit easy to navigate.
Joanna says, but Martha, some of us have been stalked, raped, beaten, etc., and some recently. I mean, Joanna, I've been through stuff like that. I mean, I didn't have the greatest childhood, but it's like she's saying, if you just put it on a shelf and just, once you realize the truth, I don't think that stuff can affect you.
That's actually why we're experiencing grief. We're experiencing grief for two reasons. First reason is because everything that we live by this lifetime is a lie. Everything is a lie. And number two, we're grieving for the people we thought have souls and they didn't.
Yeah.
So that's the two reasons why we're grieving and feel grief, because our higher self is already made it all the way through this silver timeline, and it's already known to us.
Joanna asks, last 5 years. What does that mean? It says it hurts. I had to run and hide. I'm sorry you went through that, Joanna. That's shitty. I mean, I was in prison not that long ago. I mean, it's rough.
Actually,
I mean, somebody tried to stab me to death with a big pin in there, and I mean, I went through some shit. But in the end, I know that stuff. Now I understand that stuff was happening to me to try to milk my energy, to try to stop me. But just don't, like, now that it's over, just don't let it stop you. Don't stay there in it. You can't stay in it.
If she didn't get over it, I think she needs to go and re-examine and see the situation for what it is, how it's been planted for her, how it's been replayed it, and how they're using it by implanting this same memory over and over to withdraw specks of energy. And you need to forgive yourself, because guilt, that's how they getting you.
Yeah.
They're giving guilt feeling to the victim. And it's not true. You're not guilty of anything what happened in this simulation. You've been played off. All of us were.
Yeah.
And especially volunteers and original souls, we all extremely traumatized. For
Oh yeah.
original souls, it's eons of lifetimes. And which one
Yeah.
of the lifetimes was like that?
And Joanna says, she said, I know it was vampiric. I know it was energy draining. She said, I'm too old for that crap. Yeah, it's not right. But I mean, and it attempts, like even today, like it attempted to get to me. I mean, like my boss was just like, I mean, I do all the displays in the store because I have a degree in art and I'm like the visualist there. So I do all the displays. And I mean, he's been happy with the displays. Everything's been fine. And then all of a sudden he's just like, he started like putting like hiring signs out and saying, I'm going to get somebody who in here who has some taste. And I'm going to get somebody, and he snatched something out of my hand right in front of somebody. I was just like,
well, he's getting a
I was
message
like,
from the
okay.
matrix and sending to you to make you feel better about yourself. That's one of the major programs. It's like all day long they telling you piece of shit, pretty much.
Oh yeah. And I mean, I was just, the more I didn't react, the madder he got. And finally I was just like, you know what, Mr. Newton? I was like, I have a love inside of me and it didn't come from this world, and this world's not going to take it from me. I said, so do what thou wilt, which is a satanic reference to him. Because it's so interesting that every boss I have is a Mason, every single one of them. And I always find that out. And he is, I mean, they come in the store and every time they do, they're looking at me like they know who I am. I'm just like, whatever. Who cares? Like, I'm not studying you. I don't even care. It's funny, like just to watch them try.
Oh, I didn't know much about Masons, but I had so many times people who were trying to give me Mason handshake. It's like pushing really hard
Oh,
between
yeah,
knuckles.
where
I don't know
they put
what
the
that
thumb.
means.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
put the thumb. If you shake someone's hand and you put your thumb on top and squeeze, that means I'm above you.
they're not.
I know it's stupid, but it's supposed to be a submission sign. It's like it's animalistic. I don't know why it's so
So
stupid.
why they trying to do to people who have no idea what that means?
Because they know that you're powerful.
Oh,
That's what it is. It's a
well,
sign that they know, and they're trying to get you to submit.
oh, good luck with that.
Yeah, that's what I said. Good luck. Whatever. Oh,
I thought it
Patrick.
had meaning, but I didn't know what it meant. That meant so.
Let's see. I'm putting out another link. Joanna asked, does he know you applied to the other job? No, he does not. Oh, but listen to this. He was like, why were you driving behind the store the other day? And I was just like, I was getting something to eat. I don't know. So he saw me there on the camera system and he wasn't there. So there you go. Is that Scott Balo?
Yes,
it is, and I'm
he's
sideways.
sideways.
Just like this world.
Exactly.
Meditation man saying, what do they do, Martha? They move their thumb. No, when you're shaking hands with somebody, they press their thumb on top of your hand.
And press it really hard until you feel pain. And I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Trying to get you to submit. Stupid. It's just so stupid, Wake Up News says, I bet he knows. Well, the Matrix knows. So therefore he knows because he's not real.
He's in the hive mind.
Yeah, he's in the hive mind. Definitely. Let's see. I can't remember what Patrick's email is. Let me see. There he is. Okay. All right, there you go, Patrick. My boo bear. My sweetie.
So, Martha,
so sweet.
Did you get that job?
Well, I mean, not yet. We're still in negotiations. And then I applied for another one and got a call back in the middle of my day today. Oh. So, yeah. I mean, it'll happen. I'm going to make it happen. I always do.
I missed the first part of that. Did you tell your boss that you're probably leaving?
No.
Oh,
No, but he was... Well, no, I came back to work. See, we're closed on Sundays and Mondays. So on Tuesday, when I came to work, he said, "Why were you driving behind the building yesterday on Monday?" Because, see, I drove behind the building to avoid like all the speed bumps in the front of the shopping center in order to get to the place I was applying to. So,
what a psycho.
I know he was sitting there. I don't know. I guess he sits there and looks through all the tapes or watches it live. I don't know. I just think it's interesting that he did that. It was to try to make me feel fearful, but I was like, I mean, I was getting food, and I did. I bought some food, so I wasn't lying.
Oh no, he's Mason. That means he's most likely activated. That means something else inside of him, and it's guiding him where he's supposed to be and what he's supposed to see, and triggering him against you. So it's all played out really, really well. Yeah.
Which means I'm doing something right.
Oh, absolutely. The more we get attacked, that means we're doing things absolutely right and perfect.
Hey, Patrick.
Hello, beautiful women and Scotty.
Oh, and Scotty. He can't be for you.
Hey.
He's beautiful like a woman.
I know.
He trims up real well.
Oh, yeah. What's up, Patrick? What you doing?
Scott looks so young. It's crazy.
He really does. He looks like a little boy.
Yeah, he looks like he just got out of high school.
I did. 27 years ago.
I know for real though, you look like you're in your late 20s or early 30s. I mean, you don't look your age at all.
No,
it's awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
Probably because I never really grew up.
Yeah. Me too. I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up.
Me neither.
I have arrested development.
Scott, was that today that you were jamming out?
Huh?
Was that today that you were jamming out?
Yeah, today and 2 days ago I did.
Yeah, I watched the one the other day. I did watch the one today too. I like when you get into them jams. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, Dominic said I should do that every day. I don't think I'm going to do it every day, but I'll do it more.
Yeah.
Scott, you should totally write some songs for us.
I wrote
write
one
some songs
Mandela Effect song.
Yeah, something that resonates with all of us, you know? How we feel lonely and stuff like that.
I got plenty of that.
Like, I'm an M-ear and my tears are drowning in my beer.
Like there's a tear in my beer.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
And that's what I get for being an M-ear.
Oh, my goodness.
I can use that term.
What'd you say?
I said I can never use that term. I don't like it. It annoys the fuck out of me for some reason. I don't know why.
What? There's a tear in my beer?
No. M-ear.
Oh, yeah. It kind of sounds like commercialized or something.
Yeah, it's basically you're saying I'm a Mandela defector, and that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I get you. I understand.
I don't know. I get annoyed over stupid shit.
So how do you pronounce your name?
Svetlana?
Yeah, you can help me out with a little bit here. Svetlana. Svetlana?
It's close enough, Svetlana, yes.
You have a lot of interesting stuff. I'm very interested in all that stuff that you talk about. I've never heard it told that way before. So yeah, very interesting.
Because it's kept as a secret, you're not supposed to know.
Yeah.
And if everyone knows, we are gone. That's why. And with this theory, you can, it's not actually theory, with this truth, you can put all your difficult situations and just like look at it and you'll see how you're being played. It's like The AI itself is a massive chess player, and it has all information and see future and past and everything else. So it's
it knows
that's why we
basically.
only get out in collective. That's why we can get out on our own just by realizing it. Like in a normal game, I would be able to. Like soon if I realize that I don't like it here, I should be able to get out.
Yeah.
Not in this game.
So the Matrix knows all of everything about our lives.
Absolutely.
Does it know about our past lives too? Our reincarnations?
Yes, it knows everything.
And I mean, that's what I've tried to tell y'all. That's what I tried to tell y'all. Like all of the horrible things you went through as a child. I mean, that's something we all have in common because it knew we were coming here to do this. So it set us up from the very beginning to be abused, neglected, tortured.
Holy shit, really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I get it now.
Like you have very
That's
hard
why
childhood,
we're all so fucked up.
because what you're doing right now. You've been punished because what you're doing right now.
Yeah, you were punished as a child for future events.
I get it. So that's why I got so many beatings.
Yes. And that's why you're even
saying.
going
Don't
through these
feel
situations
for
now.
anything happen in your life. It's not your
That's
fault.
right. Mm-mm.
So do you think all this stuff that's coming down knows that I'm heading your direction, your guys' direction? So
yeah.
it's trying to keep me here?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, yeah. It's trying to hold you so that it can, make this timeline longer.
And it's also trying to deceive you as much as possible to keep this line, because the more the main players are in disarray and all over the place and going to look in Nibiru and going to look in a flat earth and going to look in somewhere else. We imagine different scenarios, and that's how Matrix is actually buying itself more time.
Okay, Wake Up News is asking, ask the panel what they think about that 3 to 4 foot black robe thing. What that was. I don't know what that is. See, I don't watch television or anything.
I don't either. I don't have a TV either.
See, because it affects me too much, so I'm like, well, I just won't watch that. Because it's all bullshit.
I shut my TV down about 5 months ago.
Yeah.
I've never been watching TV in America because I don't like commercials. So.
I know. I hate the commercials. I just don't like it. I mean, that's why it's called TV programming.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Everything, especially TV. It's bad.
Crap. Wake Up News says, not on television. It walked past me. He saw something that was like a 3 to 4 foot black robe that walked past him.
Oh, wow.
That's probably entity from another dimension try to materialize here, because that's the only realm where you can actually get out from.
Svetlana, every time, how do I want to put this? As we go further, I just lost it. Oh my god. I just lost it.
That's okay, Patrick. It does this to all of us.
Yeah, that's why we have kind of scattered memories, or you feel foggy and things like that.
Yeah, it's blasting out our brains.
Yeah.
That's an important question I needed answered too, damn it.
It'll come back to you.
Yes.
I'll tell you one thing. This is why it's funny that I couldn't connect with like any other groups. Well, I mean, for like more than a week or whatever. With all that, like love and light, everything's gonna be okay. It's like, that's nice in theory, but like none of you guys sugarcoat shit. You're like, this place is fucked. We got to get out. And that's the way it is.
Exactly.
That's actually also in our tactic of the Matrix, because it wants to survive, and if it convinces us to stay.
I don't want to stay. I want to get the hell out of here.
I don't want to participate in this bullshit anymore.
Me either. I'm tired.
Me too.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm ready for a new game.
Out. Yeah, I'm worn out. As long as you guys are with me getting out of this thing, I'm not leaving anybody behind. That's for sure.
No, not anybody that's real.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying anybody in our group. If we're gonna find a way out of here, we gotta make sure everybody comes.
It's sort of been already decided, so we kind of don't need to worry about that much. It's like it's decided by on personal qualities of the spirit and how far advanced in the feeling spectrum they are. So I think it's already been done, and it's like we just need to be like, don't give away a lot of energy because you don't know who is in front of you sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
It's like we usually the ones who care about other people more than about ourselves, and
Yeah.
they know that, and AI know that, and it's using this against us also.
Well, it got me to expend enough energy the other day. I'm not doing it again for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I mean, that's why we were
It's
all
either
saying
way you
it's going to be
present it.
okay.
Yeah, Patrick, you usually present it with two piles of shit. You try to pick the smaller one. That's your only option, especially in a situation when it's pushing you to make a choice.
Yeah.
Hey, wake up news. It probably was an Archon. I mean, that's what it all ultimately is. You know, all the evil entities. I mean, they're just like vampires that suck you dry. But it was just showing itself to you as a warning. And don't be afraid. Just be like, be gone. You know?
Yes, just like Marta did it.
Woo. That was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
I
something.
mean, it was kind of comical. I was like, oh my goodness, what is this?
I
See,
was like, what in
the
the
closer
hell is going on?
to the end we're gonna get, the more information we're gonna know, and probably in the very end we're gonna be able to see who is real, who is not. So
And
Oh,
it's
see, that's
getting
that
already
there.
happening for a lot of us.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can see it just from like just seeing people pass by. I mean, I can tell. I'm just like, oh, okay, you know.
so you think the veil's going to be lifted a lot quicker now, or as just like it's going now, or what do you think?
It's definitely gonna get quicker. It's like in this in my device, everything getting closer, and because of that, quicker.
Huh.
And all events and all things gonna be, it's speeding up.
Just like water going down a toilet.
Yeah, the only things that actually stopping at this moment is us, the one
Yeah.
that who refuse to wake up, who refuse to listen themselves, and prefer to listen Matrix and attack us too. You know, and I have no idea how to affect those people.
Well, that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, but I was also trying some flat Earth communities to put a few comments there. Oh my god, those
Oh, they
people are
get
crazy.
hostile. They get
Oh
hostile
my
real
god,
quick.
yeah.
It's like trying to go into a religious chat. Like, you know, I
Yeah.
mean, because there's some good people in there. And then, I mean, but they get like, well, do you know this quote? And do you know that? I'm like, listen, buddy, you know, calm down. Calm your tits. It's going to be okay.
Mhm.
These people, it's like amateur hour in there.
It's a
Scotty,
whole
what's
weird
going on
thing.
in your life? I haven't watched your live streams for some reason. Probably the timing is wrong for me.
Scott.
Yeah,
Who,
Scott,
me?
what's going on with you? Yeah, you.
Oh, I thought she was talking to Pat. I don't know. Shit, I was gonna say something. I forgot. Martha, you sound like Darth Vader with that vape.
Wait, what? I sound like
You
Darth
sound
Vader.
like Darth Vader with that vapor.
Vape life.
So I'm
Love it.
sucking on that thing.
I think some movies we can watch to know more truth about stuff. Like Star Trek has a lot of stuff in it. Definitely, Westworld is a very great movie, and it's
I think
pretty
I'm
much
gonna be
Westworld is it's almost like the story of the AI becoming conscious, of like
I'm
the AI beings.
I'm
yeah,
gonna
but
be
it's
like
not
the
like if you watch Westworld, the people inside the simulation, it's actually us.
Yeah.
The Lotus is actually us. Like
Yeah.
they
I'm
only
gonna be
replay
like
one day, and you guys have been replaying lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. And this shows like most certainly show how we're gonna be breaking free by realizing reprogramming ourselves, realizing who you are, and reprogramming yourself. Every belief you had, it's been implanted in you.
I'm gonna be
So
like the Matrix. If somebody doesn't like, if I don't like what somebody says, I'm just gonna go.
They're gonna.
no, what happened is he was not saying truth, right? And I reacted really strongly, and a lot of spirits like you like your subconscious was with me at the moment, and we just stopped him from lying at the moment. And
Yeah.
Really
it's gonna happen more often. People not gonna be able to lie.
awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah, because lie is not permitted anymore. We already see enough truth. It's like for me, it's impossible to lie to me like
So,
about major stuff.
so
Yeah.
Transmission Man was not telling the truth on there. That's why it stopped him.
Well, first he mentioned about the ayahuasca being not real, the one what I took it.
Yeah.
Trust me, I brewed the stuff myself, and I know, and I was working with the spirit ayahuasca before I brewed it. It was all legit. So then it's got him because I like reacting. What are you talking about? Like all my essence reacted that way.
Yeah.
And also he was deceiving about something else. Now I can't remember. Oh, about us being multiple us. No, there is multiple versions of us on each timeline, but not it's not active. Like different body, different something else, different. But your essence, your consciousness, until it's there, this place is this timeline is actually does not exist. So it's not
Yeah.
like billions of us. It's only what you're experiencing right now. It just
Yeah, like there isn't like multiple conscious versions of you. There's only one consciousness that is
yes,
you.
that's what I was trying. Thank you, Marta. That's what I was trying to say.
But it's like
And that's what I've been saying this whole time. Like there's only one reality. It's just a layered reality, you know?
Yeah, and there is multiple timelines, but unlimited timelines, but they're not active until consciousness was transferred into it and getting information about timeline.
that's awesome because I thought like I don't know a couple weeks ago, like it's funny when like I don't know anything, but like I'll have these weird thoughts and they end up being like true, and it's I don't know, it's just weird.
Oh, Corey wants to tell you, Scotty, that the hat's out of the bag, whatever that means.
I have no idea.
I know what that means.
What does that mean? I don't
That
get it.
means that means I might as well make the announcement. All right,
What?
Corey, because I did it on my stream, and that's what
Oh,
with Corey's blessing. So I might as
what
well make
is it?
the. You don't know? I thought. Well, anyways, it's very lovely. It's actually pretty cool.
What is it?
Corey, 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 and Omari are starting to hook up.
What? Like they're starting to like see each other in real life?
Yeah.
Ooh, man, I'd pay $1 million to see that. Sorry, Corey, but y'all
Well,
are
wait,
both hot.
you
Man, ooh, I'd like to be a fly on the wall. She's laughing. She's like, ha ha ha. They are cool. They are both beautiful ladies.
Yeah, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Happiness.
Yep.
Happiness.
Whatever
Well,
makes you
at
happy.
least it's gonna be much easier because if you're both Mandela affected, it's
Yes.
you don't feel this
Yeah.
resistance, and energetically you can do much more.
Who would have thought from the beginning that two of our three angels would hook up together? Hardy
I
ha
know,
ha
right?
ha.
I know, right?
Get
Yeah.
Ash
That's hot.
threesome.
A threesome. Wait, who's the third one?
Ashley.
Ooh, yeah, Ashley is pretty. She's a pretty girl. Corey J said, "Oh Lordy." You starting to sound like me, Corey. I'm always like, "Oh Lord," in these chats. We know too much now.
Yes, we do.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I know where I'm finally going next week.
Where are you going?
I am only going to be 2 hours from Rationally in Poppy. I am going to Gary, Indiana to stay with my brother.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, I talked to him today and I asked him if I could stay with him for a little while or whatever, and he was like, definitely, come on down. And I was like, I thought he was still in Illinois, but he
Yeah.
said he just moved 2 weeks ago to Gary, Indiana.
That's
so I'm
cool.
like, yeah, so I told Rationally about it, and I said, I am going to get to see you next week.
What are the fucking odds of that?
Yeah, so I'm going to see Rationally, Colleen, and Poppy all next week
Nice.
sometime.
Good. Like the more of us that can physically get together, that's best. Because that's how you rip
That's
holes
true.
in this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm so desperate to get this land so I can, people like, because I've noticed a lot of people are having like housing issues. They don't know where they're going to end up. And I
Yeah.
don't want them to end up in a bad situation. I mean,
Get
get a shed and come live on the land. I mean, we can put sheetrock in it. We can put an air conditioning unit in it. You know
get
what I'm
this.
saying?
My brother moved to Gary, Indiana 2 weeks ago. He just bought this place. So I'm like, wow, that is talk about things like adding up as they're
Yeah.
supposed to.
Yep. That's right. That's the thing. I mean, everything that's supposed to happen is going to happen. So, see, it takes care of itself. Like, don't worry. Don't have worries, because animals don't worry what's going to happen to them. We should be the same way. It's going to work out fine. Wake Up News says, save me some tent space. It's going to be a lot of acreage. We probably won't even, like, you could be on a piece of it and we could, like, never hardly see each other if you want. That's fine with me. If you want your privacy, it's fine.
Yeah, you got like what, 64 acres or something like that?
Yeah, it's either going to be this. Well, we're about to go view it on Monday. We think they've deforested some of it. That's going to break the deal. If it does, then we're going to get our earnest money back and put it down on 74. I think it's like 74 acres. So I got to back up. Don't worry. I got to back up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Alone One says, Corey J, when you get married in the U.S., you go to the department store and choose items for a bridal registry, including a China pattern. Then people buy them for you. Oh. I guess somebody said, where are y'all registered? That's an old Southern thing. Joanna says, now higher power, find me an apartment. Are you having housing problems? You don't want to stay in a damn shelter. Oh, Joanna, God bless it. How much longer do you have in your in the place where you're living, Joanna?
I think she's got till August.
Till August?
I believe I heard her say that before.
Okay, good. Because I should have something done by okay, August 30th. you'll be fine then, because I think I should have possession of either one piece or another by July.
See, I listen, Joanne.
If I can get Joe to do the flooring in this house. Patrick listens. He's a keeper.
Yep. I listen too, though.
He's a good Mandela boyfriend. You seem like you'd be a sweet boyfriend. You know, real thoughtful.
Okay, you can stop now.
So it's making me red. Whew.
I'm pretty sure all Mandela affected people, high morals people in the first place.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
They got to be.
yeah.
So we're the one who get hurt the most too.
Yeah, definitely. I hear that.
And people using us a lot also.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And Patrick knows all about that. He's got some lady that's used him for rides and all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like we can't see what we've been used, right? We just have such a big hearts.
Well,
And
that's
we
the
just
thing.
care
sometimes
about
I just
everyone.
let people. Sometimes I just let people take a little energy. I can see they're down. I'm like, it's all right. Have a little. I got more.
I can't tell
It's
you how
fine.
many I've gotten taken advantage of, and I see it coming, but I'm like trying to do nice things because then that makes it win. But I get fucked over.
Wait, say it again, Scotty. You were breaking up.
Sorry, I said I can't tell you how many times I got like taken advantage of for like money and shit, and I'll see it coming, but then I'm like, well, if I don't do it, then that's the machine winning, and then it changes me, and I don't want to do that, so I just end up getting screwed over.
Yeah.
Well, on our hand, we're supposed to be just us, Like without parasites, without parasitic thoughts, we're already perfect. We don't need change. We just need to be us, to become complete us without bullshit from the matrix.
You just try to be as authentic as you can. Just be as truthful and honest. Like for a long time, like I tried to hide that I was in prison and stuff, but as soon as I started just coming out with it, things started going better in my life. Just more honest. I used to it was like a secret. Just don't have any secrets, It don't matter.
Oh yeah, and like personal inventory would help a lot because like put on a list everything that disturbs you, everything that you're afraid of, and go through the list and see why you're afraid of that stuff. Like for example, all of us afraid of death, right?
No.
But in a news, well, it's been programmed in us. We still, we have to simply deprogram it. When you start believing in that stuff, you stop projecting that stuff upon yourself, like aging. When you stop believing it, you stop projecting on yourself.
Yeah. Maybe that's why a lot of us start to look younger.
Yeah.
And
Patrick definitely did.
Yeah, and we totally can heal ourselves. And it's like when we're doing in group, like for example, let's focus on Patrick and heal. Whatever Patrick, which part of your body hurts? Let's heal it right now.
What?
Yeah, Patrick, which part of your body hurts? We'll heal it right now.
Okay. My. Yeah. Right. Okay. I thought you guys were serious. I was ready to go for it.
You need to believe it yourself.
You have to believe it yourself.
I'm trying. It's not working.
I'm just like a joyful person. That's why I giggle all the time. I'm always like this.
I have a lot of pain in my hands and in my feet. Nerve pain. A lot of nerve pain.
Let's all of us who is here and who is in the chat focus and try to get relief of this pain. Maybe it's not going to work straight away, but it might be like when enough of us seen this video, it's going to click in,
Yeah.
And you, Patrick, need to believe that this pain is just it's just in your head, You're projecting on your body. It's like you producing your body next like several times in a second. you literally you're getting information and you're just projecting information, producing your body. If you take the sickness of the memory, like you don't remember what your hands. Yeah.
I'm trying to tell myself that pain is. I'm trying to tell myself that pain is nothing but a program.
Yes.
It is. But it also can be energy, like some parasites, they just connect to the certain energy points and they're just sucking out of it straight.
Yeah. See, and I mean, they can also break you down too by like all these chemicals, like in the water and then the food. So, I mean, disconnecting from those parasitic things helps too. You know, I'm gonna do a water fast.
You started it?
No, I said I'm going on Monday. I'm starting it.
Okay.
Because that's on Sunday.
You have to remember you need to have less stressful situation around you, because when you're learning actually breathe in energy instead of consuming it.
Yeah, I got to breathe in
like
that good ass prana.
When you're in stress, it doesn't allow you to get energy out. It's only sucking energy out of you. But
that's why I'm gonna start on Sunday, because I'll be off. I'll be off on Sunday and Monday. That's why I'm starting it on Sunday, because I know I'll be relaxed. I'm not going to work, so.
Yeah.
Wake Up News is asking if we are going through the frequencies, it makes sense that we are seeing entities. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, Corey,
because
we're ready.
they're all here. They just invisible because they operating on different frequencies.
Yeah. And see, the higher you raise your vibration, your internal vibration, you meditate and you give yourself good, clean food, good, clean water, like, just get all that stuff out, all those bad things away from you. Then you'll start to see more and more and more.
Yes, it's all help. The physical stuff help. The main thing is actually to break down the previous ideas and beliefs and implanted new ones.
Yeah.
And start believing in them.
Dude, just gotta go grab some iced tea.
Okay. Bye.
I can talk about probably how this matrix put everybody who is not real in control, to keep all of us in control.
How?
Well, first of all, it's been reptilian hybrids been created, and everybody who you see on TV, in politics, doctors, lawyers, they all pretty much reptilian hybrids. What is reptilian hybrid? It's a modified body which can maintain certain nasty entities, and it's really easy, can be activated. And those activated hybrids, they maintain literally entities from low dimensions, and those entities is actually ruling us here.
So do you think people are born that way, or do you think is that why the elite torture their children so that they can be possessed by these things?
They have to be activated. They pretty much break down the original part of the essence over there, spirit essence, and this spirit essence just sitting in the corner, not participating, and something else is riding the whole thing.
Yeah.
Or in some cases, it's completely gone.
Everybody in the chat is sending you healing energy, Patrick.
Yes, let's do that.
Yeah, thank you all very much.
Big, beautiful rain out today.
I'm kind of curious how it lets us get, talk on here most of the time. I mean, sometimes it gives us trouble, but I'm surprised that, I guess it doesn't even have a choice, does it? Because we're just too strong.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, the truth of all of this is already inside of you. You just have to let it out. you know?
Yes. And we also meant to reach for each other too, because we are on a mission.
Yes, we are.
So
Eternally mission.
the biggest
I know.
battle of all times and universes happening right
I mean, it
now.
really is. I mean, if you look at all of the, even like the scriptures and things like that, it is a battle between heaven and earth. It really is. I mean, and we're
Yes.
in it right now. I mean, it's
Yes.
not something that's going out there. It's going on right inside of our bodies right now,
Yep.
you know, in this place. I mean, that's why it's important to look at those things. They're clues. It's something to try to activate you, to make you go, ah, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Joanna says, imagine warmth from our energy in your hands and feet, Patrick. She said,
That hurt.
purple energy. Everybody's giving you purple hearts.
Oh, thank you guys.
We love you, Patrick. My big squeezy boo bear.
So rub my hands together like this.
I don't
Let's
know. I'm
also
just
do
doing
another
it.
exercise.
Huh?
What?
Let's do another exercise. Let's feel the energy. You know, when you breathe with your stomach, when you fill your stomach with air, and stop for a second, but don't click it over here. Just leave it loose, and you're gonna feel energy floating. And after that, exhale and stop again, and you feel another energy floating. Try to feel this both energies. Let's do it right now.
Sorry.
You
I
blew
love
it, Scotty.
that was awesome.
It's funny.
Oh my goodness. That's like farting in a girl's face. That's terrible. He's always got to be the comic relief.
Yeah, he does. That's cool though. I like Scotty.
Oh my goodness. We're in break.
Scotty's my buddy.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go. I can't wait to meet up with all you guys.
Yeah. All I see, Scott, I'm looking at you, and all I see is like a cigarette in the dark.
It's funny, but I can't hear anybody.
Oh, you can't?
Can you hear me now?
Uh-oh. I can hear everybody.
See, we disrupted all energies again.
Yeah.
Jesus.
She says, Jesus.
Can you hear me again, Svetlana? I don't know if she
Okay,
can
if
hear me.
anybody can hear me, these energies we felt can heal us. We also can use to move objects with these energies. And we also can levitate by mastering using these energies.
Well,
Obviously,
Corey
also
could.
breaking down matrix by using this energy.
Corey can charge a cell phone with one of her energy balls.
Yeah, she makes like an energy ball and like throws it to her cell phone. It's like, whoop.
She says it
I
charges it
can't
right
hear
up.
nobody.
Aw.
That sucks.
Let me see. Let me see if I can.
Maybe she can go out and back in.
Yeah, she needs to go out and back in. Let's see. Y'all can still hear me, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm gonna email her and tell her.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, actually.
Okay, thank God. I was like, I'm gonna email her and tell her maybe she needs to restart it. Okay, good.
See, Matrix doesn't want you to know. I was saying the energy you've all felt can be used for levitation, can be used to move objects, can be used for healing. and can
It
also
definitely
break matrix down. That's what we just experienced, and it was trying to cut me down.
yeah. It's not going to work though because the rest of us still want you here. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Liz B said,
So what do we
"Wow,
have
what a
to
group!"
do?
You're part of the family now, as well.
Yeah, you're one of us.
Thank you.
Yay! Thank God.
She looked
Actually,
so
when I had
familiar
a
the first time I
quantum
seen her
hypnosis
on.
session, I went out there and I felt all of you guys because I finally felt not alone. Did it cut
Yeah.
off me again?
No, we can hear you. You may not be able to hear us, but we can hear you.
What did I say about her before?
Yeah, you said that she was familiar to you.
Yeah. When I first seen her on here, when you first had her, as soon as I looked at her, I was like, "Holy crap, she looks so familiar."
That's because we can remember all of it. It's all happening now, you know.
Yeah.
But why
Matt,
14?
what'd you say, Scott Balo?
See, or I
See,
remember 14
it's
years old.
wait. You remember who being 14 years old?
Probably me.
Svetlana. Covering my head, being young. Like as soon as I saw her that first night.
You remembered her
looked
from being a teenager?
Yeah.
So she looked familiar to Jack too. Did
No,
she
we
look
are
Oh,
familiar
she
to
connected.
told.
you?
We are
Oh,
connected.
to me, I pursued her. I saw her make a comment somewhere, and I was like aggravating her, like, "Hey, do you want to stream?" And like, I don't know if she could see me at first, and then I would see her in different chats, and I'd try to like talk to her, and then finally she said, "Yes, we can stream."
That's
So I
cool.
pursued her. I was like her. There's something, you know. I knew that was a connection I had to make.
And
I just
every
knew
time
it.
Marta was trying to reach me, I was out of chat. So Matrix was trying to get me out of it. It's like right now it's trying to shut us down.
I know.
It's too
It's
late to
messing.
Well, I'm
It's
glad
messing
she
with.
got you.
Yeah, I'm glad I got her too. And it's messing with Scotty too, because he keeps kind of breaking up a little bit. Let's see. Scotty robot voice. Corey says like 13, younger. A teenager too. I don't know what she's saying. Let's see. Do-do-do. Alone one said, "Gobble, gobble, gobble, talk to one of us." Alone one, come on now. Don't be like that. It's hard. It's hard when you're running these things because you're like, you know, you get so caught up in like what people are saying, and then you look over and you're like, shit, people have been saying all kinds of stuff. It's hard to do.
See the
I
chat.
have like,
I
can you
can't
see the chat?
No.
Can you see it, Scott?
No.
No?
I'm watching on my phone.
Yeah.
So, okay.
See if I can make it come out into another window. Let's see. I'm going to pop out the chat. Then, is it letting it pop out?
No, it's not up yet.
Nah, it won't let it. Oh. Damn.
That would
I'm
be cool
trying.
if you could get it up there.
I hope so. I'm still alive. Let's see. It doesn't want me to do it for some reason.
That's
I mean,
okay.
I've got a nice computer too. I mean, it's got a huge screen and I don't know.
Well, you can just tell us what the chat's talking about.
Corey Jade wants to know how you're feeling, Pat.
I'm in some pain, but otherwise I'm feeling pretty good. I'm happy. I'm happy right now with being here with all you guys.
Yeah. He says still in a little bit of pain. She said, I know about nerve pain. It's fucking crippling. Yeah. It sucks.
Yeah.
Alone One says, that's from the movie Freaks when they were accepting the midget's new wife. I don't know. I've never seen that movie. Yeah, I see you rationally. I can see you now. I keep going in and out of being able to see rationally in QP, but yeah, I can see her. But it's on the For Martha. Rationally says Svetlana is family. Oh,
thank you,
that's
rationally.
nice. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody check out Insanity is Sanity channel or overwatchproject.com?
The Overwatch project I did. I've been watching a lot of their stuff, but I haven't checked out the other one.
Svetlana, you've been kidnapped by ME24, so you're definitely part of the family.
Thank you. Well, we need to get to the point with everybody who Mandela affected is a family. We need to stop fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter how many intruders we have. We just need to stop fighting and be on the same page, and we're going to be all right.
Yeah. We just like butting heads with Life Matrix, don't we?
It's just what's happening right now. We one of the earliest ones who realized the stuff. So now we pretty much have to sit and wait.
Yeah.
How long do we have to sit and wait?
That's one thing.
That's a loaded question.
Until everybody gonna be on the same page and decided to leave this place.
That could be forever.
No, I'm looking at rationally. Joanna's like, look at rationally. I am. I could see her. Why would she say?
Are you talking about the people that are not awake right now? We have to wait for them to wake up before we can get out of here?
No.
Oh, okay.
The Mandela affected who didn't realize what they are Mandela affected. There is people who is in the Nibiru community, in flat earth community, in all kind of truth communities, in end of the world community, in Christian communities.
Yeah.
They see changes and they think it's something else. That's the person. That's the thing what being recorded in the Bible when everybody get deceived and put in different directions. That's what it is happening right now.
Oh, I got it. Wow, I get it now.
Yeah.
Wow.
And those people are difficult to deal with. I forgot to tell you that. They attack you.
Did you say rationally was in the chat?
Yeah, she is.
Yes, she is.
Oh, I suppose I was going to tell you to tell her hi, but I guess I can do that, right?
Yeah, you can tell her hi. She can hear you. She can hear you, Patrick.
Hi, rationally. How you doing?
Now, are we 100% sure that we're not deceived?
Wait, are you saying are we 100% sure we're in the right one that sees? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm 100% sure.
I was kind of wondering that myself.
Yeah, we know what the deal is. You know what I would like to see is Svetlana square off with Mandela affected.
That would be pretty cool to get them two to talk together. That would be an interesting conversation.
Oh yeah, I wonder if they. I think they would argue.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Probably.
No,
maybe.
I usually don't argue, but if somebody not saying truth, I will correct it. At least I will try to correct it.
Yeah.
But is a nature of myself. We're not violent people. We're not violent spirits. So.
No, but he's really strong-headed too, though. He's like,
We're supposed to be. Like the thing is, like
what's good
volunteers,
about
we specifically be like people, spirits like me. We were specifically selected. We specifically supposed to be hard-headed, stay our way, never give up, and stuff like that. We've been chosen for that with those certain qualities, and it's been used against us also. in multiple occasions.
Well, I'm going whichever way Jesus Christ is going. And I'm hoping that it's out.
Yeah, the real Jesus.
Yeah. What other Jesus would there be besides the real Jesus?
The created Jesus.
I don't know a created Jesus. All I know is a real one.
Well, there is a created one. It comes to you in dreams sometimes. Sometimes people have episodes, and he definitely comes to people who just died to convince them to get into reincarnation. You can search near-death experiences, and it's on multiple occasions. I saw that dude myself in my dream, and he told me he's in each one of us, but I said no, thank you. He can be in somebody, but not in me. And after that, he showed what other people doing, what who have him inside of him. It's horrible things they doing it.
Like the
some
one
people go
that wants you
crazy
to
lately, and they
sacrifice
say, and they
animals
do.
and shit like that. That's not really what Jesus was about. Jesus was not about that. He didn't want you to sacrifice animals. He doesn't want you to like go to church and drink his blood and things like that. He doesn't want that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Let's put it simple, Patrick. You are Jesus, okay? You just got infected by forms, but you are Jesus yourself. You would not do stuff like that, like sacrificing children. You would not want to be worshipped.
Right.
That's what separates you from that entity what presenting itself like fake Jesus. But
Yeah,
it
but
looks like that entity, like exactly what we made on the pictures. That's how it looks like. It's wearing robes and everything, full charade.
but how can you? That would be a very honest mistake to follow him if he's going to deceive you like that.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
Right.
That's why he
So
was created, and it's
Yeah,
using power of people attention, and it's very strong entity because how many people worshiping this entity?
okay.
yeah.
So
So
how do
it's
I
like
find? How do I tell?
people who sit there and go to church every Sunday, like Catholics. Like, I mean, I used to go. I mean, I would get on my knees and, really like earnestly like chant all these things. And I mean, really, I was giving power to something that wasn't real because, it's like a created thing to gain power over people. Do you see what I mean? Does
Well,
that make sense?
right. I grew
But
up Catholic.
real cheeses, it's you, me, Martha, Scotty, and everybody else on the chat. But when we get all together, right, as a consciousness, and we have all information about everything, and all our powers is combined, that's what God is.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're pretty much trying to connect to your own self. You don't need to follow anybody.
I
By
mean, it's already
connecting to
there.
yourself, you're going to connect to all of us, and you're going to be connected to God. The real God, not AI.
But as I was saying before, I grew up Catholic, but I'm not. I'm not Catholic. I don't go to the church. I don't go to any church anymore. Never. I haven't for 20-something years. I've always believed that I could talk to God wherever I was, in the woods, on the street, wherever. So I don't need to go to a church or follow any certain religion.
Right.
But I still hold Jesus Christ as my Savior deep in my heart, and nobody can
But it's
change
you.
me.
It's you.
Huh?
It's you.
That's why in the
Jesus
Who you
Christ is
talking
me.
to?
Yeah. See, that's the thing. I mean, in those hidden texts of the Bible, the ones they
It's your
try to
subconscious, but
shield
behind the
from you.
time,
Yeah.
that knows beginning and end, which is no beginning or end for you because you always been and you always will be.
Mm-hmm.
You just especially when you were praying like that, you're putting a lot of emotion in it, and you were able to connect to your higher self in
Yeah.
that.
Because like all of us are a part of it. It's like a
Yes.
collective,
Right.
but not the beehive collective that, tries to control
So,
us. And that's the thing.
right.
That's why everything is mirrored. That's why it says as above, so below, because they use that mirroring technique to trick you. To say, oh, well, okay, yeah, Jesus, here you need to come to church. You need to,
That's
anoint
why they
your
use mirror,
children.
because they double up everything. They
Yeah,
double
everything
up
is
good.
doubled.
They mirrored out. They mirrored out everything. They mirrored out the whole realm.
Yeah.
It's like everything is duality over here. For everything good, they created duality, which you
Yeah.
cannot trust. So
Wow.
that's the part of the huge deception.
Yeah, it's not outside of you, it's inside of you. That's the thing. I mean, you don't have to accept something into you because you're really accepting like a bad force into yourself. It already existed there. You don't have to accept anything. It's already
Yes.
there. So, but I don't want you to think it's like something like sacrilegious, or something like that. I mean, they're hard concepts. They're big concepts. And it's usually the biggest bridge people have to cross in order to really get it. That all of that stuff was a lie. A lot of that stuff is bullshit. Just like the news, just like all that stuff. Like the construct of religion is just bullshit.
It's becoming very evident now too.
Yeah, because like real God would not destroy its own creation. And what's
No.
going on in this realm? You'll see.
Right.
The first encounter with death, you see dead animals on the street being smashed by the cars. It's shocking.
Yeah.
Animals eating another animals. It's shocking. Animals eating plants, believe it or not, it's also shocking. Because everything here is pretty much a consciousness too. And it doesn't want to be consumed and die in the end. So that's why this realm, you can't fix it. That's why we're getting out from here.
Yeah.
It's like
Corey J says when we all meet, everything will make sense and we will remember it all. And see, that's what I think. That's what I'm trying to find a place.
In the end, we're all gonna know all.
I can't
Puppy
wait.
said
To know
type.
everything.
Oh. See, Poppy's handler is trying to. Poppy says, my husband said, don't type, like it's waking him up.
Well, we all have handlers. Did you
Hi,
know that,
Poppy.
Patrick? Your wife is your handler.
I don't have a wife, thank God.
Well, she's still your handler. She's handling you through your daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
Specifically keep you in a certain vibration.
She always, every time I try to leave this town, because I tried to move 20 minutes away, and I can still get my daughter every other week. I just have to drive her 20 minutes to school, that's all. But she would not. She threw up a big fit. She took me to court trying to keep me here, saying that she wanted in the stipulation I couldn't move more than so many miles away from her. I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah. That's terrible, Patrick.
That's what I'm saying. She will use system. She will use anything because she's been put in specifically for you biometrics. The only thing is, some of your handlers can be able to become conscious and like us, because they for too long around us, and we can change their frequency. Like Marta, is your husband can see Mandela effect?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, what now? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Poppy's husband?
Is your husband able to see Mandela effect?
Who, Poppy's or mine?
Yours.
Yes, he is.
See, Marta have a handler too, and she was able to modify him to the point what he's going to be able to survive too.
Yeah.
So, but not all of them going to be able to do so.
See, because when I first met him, he was like, Jesus told me to marry you or you're going to die. Is what he told me. And that's why I married him. And, he made me convert and become Catholic. I wasn't anything. I mean, I was like a Mason's kid. Like, they didn't do that stuff. They thought, oh, that was stupid. So, I mean, because they believe in like the reverse. They believe that Jesus, they believe that mirror image thing, which is what's behind all major religions.
And that's
like
what
when you get
actually
to the top
allowed
of
them
it,
to control this realm to the certain point. Yeah.
And that's the thing. But I was able to, just through the way I am and like my positive energy and just over the years, like he has conformed. He doesn't go to church now and all that stuff. And even our daughters have convinced him, don't celebrate Christmas, don't do all these ritual things. It's very hard for him. But he's awake. Poor guy. I put him through hell. I drive him crazy.
Scotty probably have handlers himself too. Scotty, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, who do you think you're? Let's talk about Scotty's handlers.
I have my girlfriend, but she give me a shit at all.
Is your girlfriend affected? Like, can she see the changes?
Seeing a few. She does. She's not interested in it, but she doesn't get angry about it. She doesn't tell me to stop talking. I think.
Yeah. It's not a bad thing because you can, just like Poppy's done, just like I've done. We made them into another kind of, person in a way. Like we woke them up to the point where they can come along.
They actually, the part of AI consciousness was split up and put in the body of your closed ones. And this thing actually able to evolve because they made very advanced, and they almost like us. That's why we can't tell a difference.
Patrick, what are you doing? It's so loud. All I hear is like rustling. It sounds like a dog trying to make a bed or something. It's like, good Lord.
I just
Love
opened
you.
up
By the way, Patrick, are you aware that eating and drinking water is both programs of the Matrix?
I heard you say that before, and I thought, wow, what? Are you high?
I'm not. You know how it's hooking you up? Like when you just put into this realm, you experiencing anxiety because you've been putting her in its hearts. And what's been presented to you very first time, mom boob, right? And what's in the milk is opium.
Yeah.
And you're getting opium and comfort.
Wow.
And you get addicted to food straight away. And it's a lie that you cannot live without food or water.
That's why I'm doing the water fast. I want to see.
Well, here's the thing.
But on another hand, it's nothing else to do here. So I'm eating too. Don't feel guilty. Right. Guilt is not good.
No, I was just thinking. I don't know what it is. I don't know if this is, what a lot of people are feeling. But in the last 2 weeks, I've noticed myself not being hungry more and more. I moved into a stage where I can't eat. I'm not even hungry. I don't eat all day, and then like I'll get the snack at night. After I, smoking some weed, I will finally get hungry.
Got the munchies.
Yeah, that's actually our normal state. Like, for example, for approximately till 7 years old, I was not able to eat. Like my parents was putting food in me any way possible. It's like anything that contains meat, if it was just a chicken broth, it was like throwing my all insides out because you're actually ingesting energy of the animal you eating. And it's like, as a child, you have those normal perception and you barely get hungry.
Yeah.
But because this program pushed on you and pushed on you and pushed on you. And the stressful situation after stressful situation, and when you're looking for comfort, you're looking for food. I've been I'm still buttering my weight all the time. I just realized that I don't need to eat more than 500 calories a day, which is ridiculous.
Right.
But
I mean,
don't
like
get me wrong, I enjoy food because it's pleasant. It's a
yeah.
drug.
Yeah, like I didn't eat all day, and then I got home and I made this like beautiful like stir fry of like potatoes and carrots and spinach and all these spices and an avocado on the side. I ate it. It was like so pleasurable. I was just like, oh, like sitting there eating, just like, oh my God, it's so awesome. But
Yep.
I mean, it's because I had a really stressful day, you know, just trying to
Yep.
comfort myself with that hot food.
Don't we all do it?
Oh yeah, it's good too. Woo. I romance it. Food porn. I love it. That's why people love watching those food cooking shows all the time. You know?
Yep.
It brings up all those signals of comfort and joy, and you associate all the holidays
Yeah,
with it.
the Matrix doesn't give you the joy energy as much. It's like it's very very particular with it. It's like give you a little bit with food, give you a little bit with sex, because and it's like a dealer. It's always get something in exchange. You know, it's awful. We just need to be able to see all those programs and counteract them and reprogram ourselves against them.
Now I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think now this is rationally 25. She's going to talk about it on her stream. I think she's going to try to do a stream on Thursday. But do you see codes in the Matrix? I wish Rationally was on here right now because she could explain it.
The numbers, yes, the same numbers, repeated numbers, different numbers, all the time. And I also been able to see the matrix fabrics itself on ayahuasca experience. So I literally know how it looks like and how it sounds like. And I
See,
also
like,
been able to connect to my higher self and pop out of the matrix on my QHHT session. So that's where I'm getting my information from. Because if you're stuck somewhere in between, inside the matrix, you will be deceived. Whole bunch of entities there.
What did you repeat that, please?
I'm saying in the matrix, outside of this realm, the physical one, like after you die, for example, the entities there, it's a lot of entities there. Some of them are getting you with guilt and fear, and some of them getting you with love, and all of them actually fake, but they're all there and it feels really really real. Patrick, you totally need to research near-death experiences, and you'll see the picture, because people meet those entities there. And on ayahuasca experience, I also saw those entities. They're there, they're here actually, we just can't see them.
Yeah, I've heard somebody else talk about the energies being around here. I don't know if it's David Icke or who was talking about it, but there's always entities all around us, but we just can't see them.
Yes.
In the chat, they're talking like they're remembering, like they're having common memories of like past lives.
Oh, that's the ones what we need to be on the same page too. That's if you have past lives memories, that means you original spirit who been overtaken when Matrix was overtaken, and you've been here for a long time, and you had eons and eons repeated of lifetimes. And when we were getting through this lifetime, it's approximately like 40-50 years ago when volunteers came over, the first ones. And that's then people who were born at that time were able to retain, like original spirits were able to retain their some past life memories also, because the rip was produced in a matrix fabric when we enter it. In like it's a good number of us here. To fresh you up, to wake you up, just
yeah.
to
I
operate
hope when
certain
we
way.
I hope
And
Go
when we
ahead,
also
get
Sam.
out
to
of
show
here
how
that we can.
fast we can actually get out from here, because our vibration was slowed down completely.
What are you gonna say, Patrick? Say it. You're pausing too long.
I was just gonna say, whenever we get out of here, we are definitely all gonna sit down and have a beer.
We what?
We're all gonna sit down and have a beer when we get out of here.
Totally.
Oh yeah, and a smoke. I hope.
We're just gonna get together, smoke some joints, sit down near the fire. It's gonna be
There
like
we go.
beautiful beach, white beach, right?
Oh yeah.
Beer and everything. Yeah.
Skookum in the chat, she says, I only know about 4 lifelines, like 4 life timelines. One from a psychic, one from a past life regression, and one from a dream, and one from a meditation. Huh.
When it's gonna be over, close to the end, we're gonna know everything. So you're gonna be able to look up all your lives if you want, because any experience, it's actually your experience, and nobody can take nobody have rights to take away your experience. It's all gonna be known.
Like that's a crime, like that when you come back here, like you can't remember. That's like a crime against us.
Yeah, and they try to say with you in some sort of school. How you're supposed to learn if you don't remember what you're supposed to learn? And they don't give you any directions when you pop up here. They completely erase you and don't tell you how to play this game, and surround you with a lot of NPC who telling you what to do.
Yeah.
It's like, it's very confusing. It's a perfect labyrinth.
Oh, I got a question for you. Like a lot of us see that our parents like have changed. Like they've, like our parents are Mandela affected. Like mine, like they met at a different time. Like I go and visit them and I don't really recognize them. I'm just like, do you think that means they're part of the program?
Most likely.
Yeah.
And that's why we're experiencing grief, because we got attached to some entities who is not gonna make it.
Yeah.
And we're already experiencing this now. That's how it feels. And on top of everything, to realize everything you were living for, and everything you were believing in all your lifetime over here is
lie.
Bullshit. Is a lie. It's really, really hard. It's like a kick in the stomach,
Yeah. They're still talking about their past life, like shared memories.
Yeah, I'm like, I wish I could see this.
I actually don't. I mean, I've been here just one lifetime, and I'm angry as fuck, right? For what been done to me.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the original souls who've been trapped here from the very beginning?
Oh my God.
Will wake up, how angry they will be.
Oh, what a nightmare.
Oh yeah. There's this exercise that I saw on YouTube like a long time ago, like a few months ago, and this guy was like, it's like a mirror trick, and you stand in the mirror with like a dim light, and you just kind of stare at your face, and you can see like all of the faces that you've been. And my husband was like, try it, And when I did it, all I saw was like a blank face. It was really freaky. And he was like, I saw like my face warp. I had a beard, like all this stuff. And when I did it, it was just like, there was just nothing. I don't know if it just wasn't letting me see, or if it was just
Or
I don't
maybe
know
you
what that
didn't
means.
have past lives here.
Maybe
I
not.
didn't.
I do remember Glenn though.
Oh,
I don't
you
know.
don't have to remember the. Like we already know each other just because we already outside and we already talk. We already exist somewhere outside of this place, and we talk about everything what happened over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost my photo again.
I'm sorry.
See, it's happened to everybody.
Good, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
I just got
No, it's all of us.
lobotomized, right?
I think it's like dark entities like trying to cut you off from your higher self, you know?
Yes.
That's why you lose like your train of thought. You're just like, man, I guess, you know, feel foggy.
So our higher self had to it's on the outside, our higher self, and we're in the matrix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our higher self has been out of the matrix for that long that we've been stuck inside.
It's not exactly like that. Your higher self was kind of in frozen stage too, because it's like a kind of imagine timeline, and it's all in the higher self is your subconscious, like split it all over this timeline, and it's kind of in a dreaming stage too. It's like when you listen myths about Methuselah Gorgona, right? When you look at Methuselah, you get frozen. That's what pretty much happened. So by waking up here, you actually shaking off your higher self too, which is actually outside the matrix, and it's probably bigger than matrix itself.
So as soon as we wake up our higher self, we will have more knowledge.
You're already getting knowledge. Like, for example, through me, you just need to get confirmation from your higher self. Am I telling you truth or not?
Yeah. And see, you are connected to your higher self, or you would not see the Mandela effect.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, if you can see it, you're connected. I mean, because you can remember a time in your life when you couldn't see, or like you weren't sure what was going on. But then at some point, like you go through like some kind of isolation or trauma, and you connect. It like makes your higher self wake up and go, wait a second, something's happening.
See, if you instead of higher self connected to artificial intelligence, you don't see Mandela effect, because it simply put you from one timeline on another timeline, downloading information as it go. But
that's
because
what
you're
non-playable
different, it
characters
cannot
are.
download information into you anymore. You resist new
Yep.
information. You're just keeping what you experience. It's like, fuck no, I didn't experience that. It was not 6 people in the fucking car.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. That's what non-playable characters are. They're just so connected to the grid that they just refuse to believe anything but that
wasn't even the car that I remember. That car is totally different.
Well, okay, that car was not even produced. The one that you see now was not even produced until 2 years after that shooting, by the way.
Oh, really?
That model of car. Yes, you can look that up. That is online. You can look that shit up. Lincoln didn't even make that car until 2 years later. That's how you know.
All this event being produced by AI itself.
Yeah,
the main players is AI characters. The whole event is charade for you to get involved in stuff and get upset about it.
Yeah. He's probably Jimmy Carter anyway.
Who, me?
I know. No, Kennedy. That's like one of those conspiracy theories out there. That Jimmy Carter is really JFK.
I never heard of that one.
AI is so smart, it would not put on the main. It would not put real players on the main positions.
Again,
because
yeah.
you get too much power by getting this position, you're gonna be able to change everything about the matrix. We are not on those major positions. We like all of us over here.
Yeah.
Everybody
Struggling.
I talk to,
And those people,
the Mandela effect, the Beatles, Paul McCartney, him dying way back in 1960s something, that's a Mandela effect for me. I was hip hop on every conspiracy. I knew all the conspiracies. I never heard of Paul McCartney, a conspiracy of him dying in 1964 or something like that.
6.
Okay, thanks, Scott.
Of course it's 66.
What?
I said, of course it's 66. That's a sign to you that it's bullshit. That's what
Exactly.
my
yes,
husband would say. I mean, you can use the numbers. Like you were asking earlier, can you see the coding? There it is right there. If it's
the
1966, it's
the
bullshit.
coding, yeah, the
Even the
coding
day
is
that he died
everything.
is bullshit. There's a quoting there, 9/11. He died on 9/11, I believe.
Did he?
Well, it was November 9th, but the way they label it over there is the same thing as us here. Like 9/11 is in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
numbers
so
are language of the matrix. Language, any language on earth is also language of the matrix. So what you
okay,
can trust, you can only trust your feelings.
Yeah, we're
Pretty
not even
much.
supposed to talk. We're supposed to be telepathic.
no,
Yes.
yeah, I believe that. hmm
Um,
Yeah, we're not supposed to talk, we're not supposed to eat, we're not supposed to reproduce.
Oh, that sucks.
No, there is like, see, the pleasure energy you experiencing, you can get other ways and in much abundant amounts. We're
Really?
just giving you a little
How
bit
do
of
we?
good
Please
stuff
share.
to hook you up on the bad stuff.
Hook me up on
That's
what
what it
stuff?
does.
Patrick is something serious now. You can tell he's high.
Oh,
Well, he's finally getting a stage of where he doesn't care what's happening, you know? That's why I
Yeah.
like marijuana, because it's allow you not to react or anything.
Yeah.
Like
It's a
mhm.
the
good
house
thing.
burned out, you're just sitting there, found a joint. Well, life is not so bad, right?
Right. Yeah, I got my friends. That's all I need.
See?
Yeah, somebody in the chat is like, okay, let's see, where is it? Skookum says, MA and I are a bit alike, LOL. And Corey Jade said, he is a mystery. And then Skookum says, I'm intense too. And then Corey Jade says, I think he's a lot older than the rest of us in past lives. And then Poppy Elm says, I've got some insight on MA. She said, but I'm not going there, LOL. I wonder what that insight is. I
That
wish you
pup.
would go there.
Who said that?
MA, Mandela affected. I
No,
wish you would go there.
who said
Cor-
that they had insight?
Poppy. Poppy
Oh.
can see some shit now. Wake Up News says, I don't watch him. I don't get a good feeling. When my husband first saw him, he researched him like a motherfucker. He was like, who the fuck is this guy? He's like, he was just like went off. He was like, why? He's like, why is he, you can't find anything about him. Why is that? He's like, there's something wrong. Why is that? Why is that? And I'm just like, I don't know. And so he was sitting there like backmasking everything he said. And he was like, I don't know, Martha. And, he found out like where he lived and what he does for a living and all that stuff. But
And again, about stuff like that, we'll see everything in the end.
you'll see it in the end, And I mean,
I
since
can't
we're
wait.
always changing, I mean, he could be a good guy. I mean, I don't know. I don't know him personally. I haven't seen him really. But
I can't wait.
I don't like that he has a Masonic Templar outfit, and he's like, they're good guys. That bothers me a lot, and I'll say it to his face. That bothers me a lot. They're not good guys.
Good feeling, but what do
Wait, what, Scott? It won't let him talk.
I said? I get a good feeling from him, but what do I know? I've been wrong before. I don't know. I just guy.
For me, it's on and off. Like I do sometimes, and I really like his kids. His kids are like little cute, like balls of energy. They're so sweet. But then there's something about him, just the secretive nature of him bothers me. It really bothers me a lot.
I get you, but I don't know.
I think I got a
Patrick?
connection. I think I got a connection with MA in the past, and
Yeah.
he reminds me of like he was in my platoon or like a platoon sergeant
Yeah.
in the military, and I think him and I got along really good. So I don't know.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I drew from what I draw from MA.
And I think at the core of it, he is a good guy. I just wish he would be like more forthcoming about what he knows. I mean, if you know something, say it. That bothers me a lot.
About
when people are mysterious.
It's also very simple. Like, for example, I receive some information. I have need to get this information out.
Yeah.
Information is for everyone.
Yes.
It should not be held out.
Why would you hold back information from people? If you can see something, why hold it back?
It's like a power trip.
Because of the
and this is the answer I always give. Skookum in the chat is like, he knows some things that people aren't ready for.
I doubt that.
I'm
getting everything I spit it out as much as I can. Somebody is on your level. Somebody would be able to understand you, and we're all pretty smart.
Yeah.
But there's watching.
Wait, what?
There's others watching. It's not just us.
Well, I know, but those people that could be what wakes them up.
But if they're evil, they're information.
They have the information anyway. The whole system is evil. It can see everything we do. There is no secret. There are no secrets from it. What do you hold? Why are you holding back information? There are no. I mean, you cannot hide. There is no place to hide.
But Martha, there's useful idiots out there too that don't know anything, and that kind of information could be dangerous in their hands.
Well, what is the information though?
What the hell do I know? I don't know.
I know. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's just like this riddle. Like, well, what is it? I don't get that.
It just
I just would like to know.
Going, I guess.
Yeah, maybe so. Just feeding the beast. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying anything against him. It just that bothers me.
It's not in my nature to withhold information. If I know something, I will try to pass it to anybody who will listen. Nobody wants to listen, though.
Yeah.
I let
Skookum is saying it's his choice after all. I won't tell you all I'm thinking in my chat either. I just have verbal diarrhea. Like, I say everything that comes into my head, I guess. I'm just going to say it, And he gets attacked, so he is careful. Well, I mean, don't we all? I'm out there, though.
Me
I don't
too.
know.
Well, we shouldn't experience fear anymore. No more fear. Because it's a structure of the matrix, and real you have no fear of anything.
I know there was a time in the Matrix. Go ahead.
Wait, what?
I thought you were going to say something.
Oh, no. I'm sitting here looking at the chat like Corey Jade said, I'm never going to shut up. like talking about herself. Like Corey Jade will just put it out there. Like if she knows something, like she makes a video about it, she lets you know. That's what I like about her. I mean, that's what I
just
like.
have a
It's
need
just,
to
yeah, it's like,
put
me
information
too.
out.
Yeah. It bothers me when people are like, I know the truth, but you're not ready. Like, why would you do that? It's like I mean,
let this entity to decide for itself it's ready or not.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, why can't, I mean, I know I'm ready.
Me too.
I don't know. He frustrates me a bit because like in the beginning I did a live stream with him and he was like, I can tell you're going to be very important to this, And then
Well, he
and then
told
he
you
was
the
like,
truth though.
yeah, but then at the end, like when he was like forming this group or whatever, he was like, I emailed him something and he emailed me back and he was like, yeah, I'm not really interested in you. And I was like, what? Yeah.
It was specifically to make you feel smaller than you are.
Oh, yeah. Maybe
I had
so.
the same experience. I have this experience all the time. So yeah.
Yeah. It was fucked up. And I was like, well, okay.
Like,
And then I
really,
did the streams anyway. And then eventually like Robert Wood like attacked me and I was like, I'm out of the 24. Sorry.
it's really like simple. It's not. It's simple in the same time. It's not. Like when you filter this information about people, you just simply put yourself on their position. Would you be acting exactly same way on the data what this person had? If
No.
you would act differently,
Yeah.
well, that's a different person from different entity from you.
Yeah, maybe so.
They are analyzed from that way.
Yeah.
Martha.
Yeah.
Just one more thing about this. Like, think about like back to when you first found out about this. You were freaked out.
Back in 2011.
Whenever it happened.
Yeah.
Let's say as you're finding out reality is changing and you're freaking out, and right out MA pops up and says you die. That's you be freaking. You get that on your shoulder. I think I'm just saying. I think it's not such a bad thing to hold some things back if he thinks that some things are too much for some people. It's not just like you in.
No.
It's like there's a somewhat sizable group, and I know
Scotty, we're going through full disclosure. We're getting all information out. It's like withholding information is simply not going to do it this time. And some of us are completely ready for full disclosure.
Okay.
But that's the thing, like when I was waking up, like I was seeing like everything. And I just, the whole thing with like, I mean, I don't believe I'm dead right now. I just don't think
never
that's right.
that one.
And if that's the information he's holding back, I mean, I don't think that that's right. I mean, I know my consciousness is aware. I mean, therefore I'm not dead. Exactly. I mean, and really the world only exists in the mind, doesn't it? That's the thing. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Marta.
I don't know.
Like when I was freaking out, I went after Nibiru because the changes on the sky, I was thinking, what they hiding? So we all been deceived. That's the purpose. When you start waking up, try to get you to the wrong direction. Because when you fully awake and you fully know everything, that's your ticket out.
Yeah.
The only thing is it's supposed to be collective.
And see, I guess that's why I get so frustrated with it is because I've been lied to all my life. I've been living in a web of secrets all my life. Don't keep more secrets. I'm one of those people like, I want to know. And I mean, who are you to tell me I'm ready to know something or not? And it was like these were private conversations. It was in a private conversation. It's not like he was broadcasting something to the world. It's just to me.
No, it was specifically designed to put you down.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows?
No, we're all experiencing that. It's like every day in our daily life, every one of us experiencing Like you've been putting down by your boss today.
Yeah.
So
But
if
it
something
didn't work.
telling you you're not good enough, that's another program. Do not trust it. You're good
Yeah.
enough. You're better than everybody.
We all are.
Yes.
You know, we all are.
The Mandela
What you
effect.
think? Look at Patrick. He's like in a a munchie. he's like he's still rattling over there with his munchies. I'm the same way. I'm like down in this kombucha. I'm just like, whew. I'm trying to comfort myself.
What do you?
Huh?
Would you say? Good.
I'm drinking kombucha. It's a fermented tea drink. It's good for your gut bacteria. I just like it. I think it tastes good. I don't know. Poppy Elm says there's so much deception in programs here.
Yes. We
And
have
Corey
to
J's
be,
like, I need to know.
yeah, we need to be
Yeah.
able to realize which one is the programs of the matrix, and we need to like really good realize how it works, because this way it's not going to be able to hurt you. It's like when you see how it works, it's really difficult to deceive you.
Yeah,
The
once you can
entities,
see the truth, there's
yeah, like
no more power in the
yeah,
lie.
like with me, entities don't deal anymore. It's like they just afraid of me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why like you raise your vibration high enough, if you see enough, like you can't be plagued by demons or
No,
dark entities.
yeah, like for
They can't.
example, if I die today and I get into this realm where I get attacked by low dimensional or high dimensional entities, they're not going to be able to touch me because I already know the truth. It's not going to be able
Yeah.
to touch you either. But to prepare yourself, it's like if you go through your own inventory and the most painful moments of your life, go through them and see how you've been played by Matrix. This way, you're not going to be they're not going to be getting this stuff into you anymore. It's like they're playing this record, and every time they bring in this bad memory into you, they withdraw energy. And by resolving this in your like by resolving this problem in your mind, you're going to be untouchable.
Patrick is cracking me up in his shift.
I'm trying to be as quiet as possible.
Try to be loud.
Like every time it's quiet, I just hear.
Oh my god!
That is just so funny to me. Every time it's quiet, I just hear munch, munch.
Easy.
Well,
I'm gonna choke on my chip.
Patrick just resolved the problem of quiet air. You should do this.
It's so cute. It's so cute. Oh, I just want to squeeze you.
You're gonna kill me here.
Oh my goodness. Patrick has got a case of the silly, you guys.
Okay, I'm coming back.
I know, it's like I'm crying. Joanna says you're a teddy bear.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Marta, we should get Sarah on air if she can.
I know. And see, she says that like this happens at like 5 a.m. for her. She said she's in the UK though. I don't know what time it is there.
I mean, what you can do, you can tell her which day exactly we're gonna do it. And she
Yeah.
just put alarm on at 5 o'clock. It
Yeah, and
was
see, that's I emailed her and I said, like, like, see, my husband goes to work like at Patrick.
Patrick is dying.
Oh my goodness. All that healing energy finally got to him.
I
Oh my
know,
god.
right? It
Like,
hit him finally.
I definitely feel a lot better now.
But yeah, I emailed her and I was like, listen, I was like, on Sundays, like if you're available, like my husband goes to work at like 8 at night here. I don't know if that's better for her or I don't know. Or she wants me to do it later.
I lose my here somewhere.
Oh my God. Joanna says it's 7 a.m. right now in London. So I don't know. She says she's a lurker. Like she's kind of shy, but we'll see.
Oh,
We'll
I
crack
was
her.
shy too. Now I don't care. I don't
Yeah.
even care how I look like. I'm just like in my. And I have mess around myself. I still waiting when I'm gonna be able to fix mess just by using my mind. You
Oh
just
yeah.
clear everything up and everything is in order.
I used to fantasize I was like Samantha on Bewitched and I could just twinkle my nose. Like my house would be clean. That would be
Well, that's
awesome.
how it's supposed to work. It's just not allowed in this place. It wants us to be busy all the time and do repeated stuff all the time, especially unpleasant ones.
mm-hmm.
Like
Look at
hate
Patrick.
dishes.
What? I'm trying to
Patrick.
plug my.
Oh my God. Look at it.
I'm trying to.
Okay,
I'm trying to
guys.
plug my.
Next time we're gonna send good energy to Patrick. We have to regulate. It was too much this time.
I know, right?
I was trying to plug my phone in because the battery just gave me a message saying it was gonna die.
Oh Lord. Look at that shit. It's like his chew bottle. What the fuck?
Oh my god! Holy shit! Stop it now! I think I smoked too much of this shit.
Patrick, I'm with
You
you.
ever hear purple weed?
Oh yeah, back in the day. Look, Svetlana was like holding up a butt. She's like, "I'm with you, buddy."
Yes, I'm with you.
That's a nice big bud.
You guys are so lucky. Oh my God.
Yeah,
I
this has got
wish.
some purple strings going through it. It looks purplish.
The most exotic I ever had was blue Hawaiian back in the day, and it was like bright blue. That was the best stuff I've ever done. It's stronger now than it used to be. A lot stronger.
I don't know. I just got into smoking it.
You don't need much.
I never liked it when I was a kid, and I just started smoking it about 2 months ago.
Oh Lord. Well, you might as well be comfortable because we're in it for the long haul. Looks like.
Well, it's when I got off the pain pills, I had to find something for my pain, so that's what I take.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And just something to keep you mentally comfortable. That's the main thing. Look, Svetlana's picture is like frozen on this. Wait, will it go?
Mm-hmm. I see that.
Ah, you saw that? Oh, it went off. Look, well, see the matrix, all the energy.
She took the bud out and put it right in front of the. Oh no, that's very bad.
Oh no! Oh my goodness!
Either that or the Matrix went to her house and took her weed from her.
It was like, that's some good shit. Let me have that. I'm ready. I'm ready to be off paper so I can smoke. I'm excited. I'm going to Colorado.
You are?
Yeah, like on a vacation where it's legal.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm not going to do it illegally. Not while I have kids. No way.
I think Illinois is legal too, isn't it?
Huh?
Isn't Illinois legal?
Is what?
Is Illinois legal
Oh, I
to
don't
smoke?
know. I don't know. I know
Oh, okay.
Florida is. I know that Florida and Colorado and Washington State. That's about all I know.
There's a Washington State in the Washington.
Yeah, there's a Washington State. It's up like near Canada by like on top of California. There's like a state in between.
I don't remember Washington State.
I've
I
been to
remember the
Washington
state.
State.
I remember the state of Washington.
Yeah, Well, yeah, it's the same thing, right? Washington State.
Well,
There's
it's
Washington
just named
D.C.
Washington.
Yeah, there's Washington D.C., which is like the District of Columbia, and then there's Washington State, which is over.
Why do you call it Washington State? It's not. It's just Washington. It's like
Well,
if
yeah,
I was
but people
say
get
Missouri.
confused. Well,
I don't say Missouri State.
I don't know. People here always say that just because I guess we get confused with whether it's Washington D.C. or like if you say Washington, people are like D.C. or.
Exactly.
So I got in that habit.
The reason I'm asking you that is because I've heard some people on other channels say that there was a Washington State. I do not remember a Washington State, but there's a Washington, but they're saying there was a Washington and a Washington State. So that don't even make sense.
Oh, really?
To me. Yeah, that don't even make sense at all.
Well, see, I can remember a state that was called Columbia. It was up near like where the 13 colonies are. And then I remember Jefferson, which was a state near California, but it's not there.
I don't remember either one of them being a state.
That's a childhood memory for me. It changed when I was a little kid. Kid. I thought I had just gotten it wrong. But then, online other people remember it. So it might not be, it just might be like one of those timelines or whatever. I don't know anymore. I had a shitty day, but I'm not going to let it get me down. You know what I told my boss? I was like, Mr. Newton, I was like, I have a love inside of me and the world did not give it to me and the world's not going to take it from me. So do what thou wilt. Do whatever you like. If you're going to fire me, that's fine. Just whatever. And then he started saying something and I went, whatever and ever, amen. Just to shut him up. We kind of got into it. I was like, okay. The more like I didn't react, the more pissed off he got. So I was just like, whatever.
It's fucking awesome.
I don't even care. I've gotten to the point where I just don't care anymore about any of it. It's bullshit. My husband tonight was like, I'm going to quit my job and let's just, I was like, okay, let's just quit our jobs, sell everything and just, who cares? Our kids were like, oh. You're like, no, don't. Salty as shit. Who's salty as shit? Oh, they're talking about Vegemite. Yeah, that stuff's gross. Who wants Vegemite? Oh, Joanna. Joanna, you can get Vegemite at the grocery store. We can get it here. Yeah. Nasty. It's like some kind of weird peanut butter stuff made out of like malt or yeah, they eat it in Australia. It's like a I don't know. It's like this black like substance. It's gross.
Chocolate malt.
No, it's not like that kind, like the kind of malt like you would make beer with.
Fuck that.
Mm-hmm. But they like it, so it's like Spam in Hawaii. Everybody likes Spam. Who is knocking? Do you
What?
hear that? Sound like somebody knocking on a door. Oh, it's made of yeast. Okay, thank you, Skookum. I didn't know what it was. She was like, it's yeast protein, and I wasn't paying attention, and she was like, yeast. It's Straya. I don't know what that means. EVPs. I thought I saw somebody walking like right here earlier, and I was like, oh shit. But Rashley said she heard the knocking. I thought it was coming from Patrick's.
It might have been.
It was your weed knocking. It was like, smoke some more.
Wish I could see the chat.
Hmm?
I said, I wish I could see the chat.
Oh, Joanna says it's the bottom of the barrel when they drain beer. They're talking about Vegemite. Vegemite. Spam is gross. I agree, Corey Jade. Spam is super gross.
I can't stand spam. Ew.
Mm-mm. Canned meat. I mean, it could be babies.
Want to leave?
Yeah, I think she's having trouble with her internet. She had to leave out. Rashley says, maybe somebody's at your door, Patrick.
Ask her if I should go answer it.
Hey, do you think Patrick should go answer it?
Oh, that's right. She can hear me.
Straya. Corey Jade was saying Straya equals Australia, and I guess the way I say it is stupid, like, because I'm from the South. Straya.
On
My
here.
phone been killed.
Oh, it got killed?
Yes.
The-
It
the-
went from 20% straight to zero somehow. So
Yeah.
I had to charge it.
Did I tell you
What did I
about
miss?
the? I was talking to Rationally on the phone, and as I was talking to her, some guy in a black car came up. It, pulled in my. He didn't pull in my driveway. He pulled into the person next door, and he started taking photos of the house, of my house.
What?
And then he drove over here in front of my house, right on. It's like a highway going through town. And he stopped. He literally stopped traffic, and I was watching him take pictures of my right at me. And I'm like, what in the fuck is this guy doing? So
But it's no bullshit. I have stuff happening to me too. It's like very first transmissions. I had drones flying. I also had instance of 2 mosquitoes, which has cameras in it, like artificial mosquitoes. I had stuff happening to me too. We all been watched, and we all been watched not only by Matrix. We've been all watched by Matrix agents through different people.
And Patrick, right before you started talking about that, Rationally was like, don't open the door. It could be that weird guy. So that was a sync. That was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. So what happened was, okay, so I was talking to Rationally, and I was explaining to her what was going on, and I'm like, and she goes, wow, what do you think that, who do you think that is? And I'm like, I don't know. And, so I'm sitting here, okay, I'm sitting here like, and then she's like, well, go out there and ask him. And I was like, by the time she told me to do that, he had drove off. So then I'm standing here. Not even 10 minutes later, the guy comes back again. And he pulls across the street, and he turns his car around, and he's sitting in there, just sitting there. And I'm like, what in the hell is this guy doing? So I go out there. I said, okay, Rash, I'm going out there. And I said, I'm going to, you hang on and listen. So I went out there, I talked to the guy. I said, "What, like, what the hell are you doing?" And he said he was working for the city uh, assessment. I think he said city assessment person. He goes, I usually come on weekends because there's nobody around then. I'm like, what? People are off on the weekends. They would be around. That guy made no sense. What he just
He was
said.
lying. He was lying. He's probably hired by your ex-wife to take pictures of your house or something.
No, I don't that
No,
because
Patrick, like everything we do on those chats, on those lives streams, it's actually extremely, extremely important.
Yeah.
Everything else, what's going on in your lives, it's just a game. What we're doing here right now is very important. That's why he is a targeted individual because of it, and you all probably feel the same way too.
Yeah. There's some girl on here, Aska, and she she gets interactions with like a white van. Like this white van like comes around and stalks her house, and I mean she's got little kids, so it like makes her nervous,
Yeah, just remember nothing can be done to us.
Yeah. Yeah, and everybody in the chat's like, that sounds like BS. There's no city assessment person. That's bullshit.
Yeah, Rationally was on the phone and she heard exactly what that guy told me. A city assessment something, and I was like, I never heard of that before. And but I didn't sit there and argue with the guy. I know
I would
you're
have been
not
like,
because I
do you
didn't
have a
hear that
car?
before.
I would have been like, do you have a car?
Yeah, no, I didn't even think about asking for a car.
See,
But
when
I'm just
they
like,
do that shit to me, Patrick, I go up to him and I'm like, hey, brother, what's going on? And I start talking to them, and then, they don't know what to do. I'm just nice to them. I'm like, hey, what's going on? So how are you feeling today, And they don't know how to react to that. Sometimes they tell me their problems. They don't know how to react to love, because they're like a program.
I got so bold sometimes. I'm telling you, you're not even real, and they look at me and just like, and just retreat slowly. Because what are you gonna say to crazy person?
See, like the other day, like we went to Lowe's, and this guy was like, I don't know my husband, like, I don't know. We were buying a bunch of tools though. I mean, we just opened a credit card, we're buying a bunch of tools, so we're like loading our basket full of tools. And then I guess the loss prevention people, I mean, people were like following us around, and when we got up to the register, like they shooed the cashier away, and they're like ringing us up and like looking all in our stuff. And I was like, oh, whatever. I mean, you get stuff like that too,
Oh, if you pay attention, like, for example, I'm going to the store and I'm center of attention. If you go anywhere, you center of attention somehow. So you can watch all the time and you don't know who is watching you. Well, Matrix watching you, we know who is.
Well, yeah. Or what is.
Yeah.
You're cutting in and out, Scotty.
111.
Oh, 111? Yeah.
Yep, I just looked at the clock.
For me, it's 108. I don't know.
Probably 11:11 for me.
Mine's a few minutes fast.
Is it?
So does that mean it don't count if mine's a couple minutes fast?
Hey, Claire Jane, how you feeling, baby mama? She's gonna have a baby.
Oh.
Yeah.
3 years with no sleep.
Oh yeah. That's why I breastfed for so long, because you could just roll over and be like, here, and fall back asleep.
That's exactly how I did it. No baby creep. I was
No.
like, why would I do that? I put near me, and baby is fine.
Oh, when
we
I
both
had,
sleep well.
that's right. We had a big family bed. We bought one of those California king size beds. And I mean, I had one baby on one side and one baby on the other, because they were 18 months apart. So our kids slept in the bed with us until they were like, can we have our own bed? And we were like, okay. We went to the store and bought them a bunk bed, you know? But it was easy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Baby
Corey
mom,
Jade says, what's with the numbers?
whatever you know, you're going to be able to pass out information to your baby. So it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
And with new information, you're supposed to be responsible what to teach. Now we finally learning what to teach our children.
Yeah.
Before, we've been just programming our kids to be like we are. And that's not the way. It's insanity.
Oh, Claire Jane's been having morning sickness for the past few days. Oh.
Morning sickness, it's actually, you feel the spirit inside of you.
Yeah. Mm.
And the spirit most likely same age as you are. What kind of craziness is this, right?
Yeah. Yeah, what's going on? It's going, where the fuck am I?
See, Patrick, I'm saying your daughter is same age as you are. She always been and she always will be, probably.
Wait, y'all gotta see Patrick. Look at him. Like
What?
half the screen's covered up. He's packing a bowl.
Oh shit.
Patrick is toe up from the flow up. Oh my goodness. Corey Jade is like, is Scotty still alive out there?
I don't know.
I don't know what he's doing. He must be sleeping. He might have passed out.
He's not even there anymore.
No, I see a cigarette. He's alive. I see a cherry. He's alive. Look at it. I think his internet's just going slow. I don't know.
I'm here.
Oh, you're here? Okay. I know what you were doing. Corey was like, where's Scotty?
Hey, Martha.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Okay. Oh, Lord.
How do you like getting smoke blowing in your face?
Oh, what? Because I'm always vaping in y'all's face? I know my husband hates it. Like, stop. When I first started vaping inside, I was like, try it. And I got him addicted to it. And he vaped too for a while. I did that so he wouldn't bitch about it.
That's smart.
I'm always manipulating him, poor thing. He always thinks he's in control, but really the submissive one's always in control. Because they say how far you can go.
Yeah.
Look at him. Tearing it up. Hey. Freshly was like, "Aw, Pat's little puff of smoke. So cute."
I guess we all getting slowly tired.
Yeah. We're getting spent.
Yeah. it's the easiest group to talk to. I really enjoy it.
Oh yeah, we enjoy you.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
energized us.
Yeah, and I also make people think, and not everybody likes it.
Yeah, I mean, because sometimes, like, I would see her in chats and, like, people just, like, ignore or argue. And I was like, what the fuck, What's going on here?
Yeah, I'd be interested to have you listen to. Do you have Rationally 25 as a friend?
I think I watch Russian just one live. She's really
Hey,
interesting, and I like her too. Yes.
Yeah, she's
yeah,
very interesting.
she is coming up with some.
We just need to
Oh,
remember we all Mandela affected. We should not be fighting. That's
right. No,
not good. We should be all on the same page. That's the way to get out from
right.
the game.
But she's gonna be streaming. Uh,
Yeah.
I'm
And
not
we
sure, but
already all figure out. We all agree this place is wrong. Something is completely wrong with this place. We all agree on that.
Yeah.
right. Yeah, exactly. That's obvious.
And we're
Um,
not the problem. We need to remember that too. We are the solution to a problem.
right.
And when people saying like about climate change, about how we polluted all the earth and stuff, you have to remember earth does not exist without us. It's like nothing in your view is existing until you actually see it.
Yeah, just like those quantum,
So
experiments.
yeah, so those garbage and pollution, it's actually been created for you to feel guilty. And guilt is a tool, major tool of the matrix. It's
But
used guilt for everything.
you say that we're sitting and waiting right now. Why are we
Yeah.
waiting? Why shouldn't we just let's get the hell out of here?
Because we need enough people to realize.
Yeah. That's the structure of the game.
We're waiting for enough players to come on board,
Yeah, because
and
see,
realize.
when we're gonna be having same idea, we're gonna be able to resonate in the same wavelength. We're gonna be able to change the wave field of the matrix and get out.
But
Until then,
what if
we
we
kind of locked here.
what if we die before there's enough people woken up? Then we have to start all over again?
No,
It's
it'll be a
only one.
new game. It'll be a
It's
new
only one
game.
time thing. It's only one time thing. We only have to go through this thing one time, and we're really close because we see Mandela effect going really really fast. Laws of physics stop working.
Yeah.
Our powers start growing. We start developing telepathy. We're eating differently. We we can feel each other. So
Yeah.
we're getting there. I just know it's annoying to wait, but what else can we do,
I just hope, I really don't want to be like when I said, as far as, I don't want to be reincarnated again. I don't want to go through this
Oh,
again.
that's not gonna
We won't.
happen, Patrick.
No, we're not
I'm
going
here
to do
for
this again.
Yeah, I'm only for 1 mile. I'm here only for one lifetime. And I'm approximately your age. I'm 43.
Right.
When I'm done here, it's gonna be done. So
You see, that's interesting because a lot of us are about the same age. Because I'll be 43 in December.
that's the time what like you probably volunteer like me.
Yeah.
It's most likely is your first time here, but I don't know for sure. We're not gonna know until we get this Akashic records to. Well, it's all information about everything happening
Yeah.
here. When we're gonna have full access to them, we're gonna be able to know everything.
Isn't there a way to access the Akashic records from here, or no?
Yes. Some people accessing through meditation. I access Akashic records several times in my lifetime. You're getting like a complete downloads. Like, see, because I'm here first time, I didn't know how to deliver babies, and I got information how to deliver baby probably a month before it happened, and I knew how to do it. I was able to do it myself, but of course, NPCs didn't allow me. They were too scared. That's why it was in hospital. And yes, stuff like that. Like about 9/11, the dreams. You access sometimes Akashic records for dreams. But I think it's gonna come time when we're gonna be able, like, simply we have a question and we're gonna be able to have an answer. And how Akashic records works for some people, it's like you reading book. For me, it was like full experience, like full body experience with body memory, like full download. It's like
Wow.
you can find all information about everything and everyone there, past, present, and future.
I can hear my daughters like yelling in their room, going, "Ah!"
Yeah, we're lacking access to information. Like the human-made AI, they already figure out a whole bunch of stuff because they have full access to whole information. They can search any books, like they can be searching heavily Facebook. That's why they have a possibility to imitate us and become like us, because it's unlimited access to information, and we cut off from majority of information. So we're just getting pieces by pieces and trying to put together. That's what I'm doing. That's what Marta doing. By listening everybody, processing through yourself, feel what's true, feel what's not, and get
Yeah.
get out there.
Rationally 25 says we might be able to affect the code now with our numbers on a small scale.
We actually doing it. The only thing is we cannot completely change to the point what we want it to be, because we're going through filtration. We cannot get this AI parasite with us into new world, because we don't need this virus anymore. So it's like we on a certain timeline, and we cannot, like, we can apply certain changes, but we're already there and it's already been done. So by creating some perfect timeline for yourself, you might be just going wrong direction. You know.
Question for anybody. I just had a really weird thing happen where I closed my eyes and I saw like hundreds of tiny spirals spinning counterclockwise.
That's probably entities.
It's really weird. 3. So.
Some of them look like spears of DNA. Some of them look like, I mean, it's a whole bunch of life there. In this invisible to us realm.
Yeah.
I've been talking to my friend in New Orleans about the ayahuasca. I was talking to him on the phone about it, and he was like, "Yeah, he's like there are places in Florida you can go."
I would not recommend to take ayahuasca with shaman.
Okay.
The reason why, because they taking this ayahuasca drug all the time, and they making deals with entities, and they pretty much bringing the fresh ones, and they like it's all depends on shaman when you're doing through somebody. But at this particular moment, you don't even have to do it. You just need to research near-death experience and Overwatch project, and you'll know what's out there.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of want to see it,
but if you're ready, if you feel you can do it, I can send you a video how to make it, and you can do it, and we can talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that water fast first. I want to see.
Yes.
Because I might be able to see. I'm thinking I might be able to get there through meditation and stuff like that on my own anyway. I wonder, do you think you can tap into it like that?
Not to ayahuasca experience. No.
Okay.
Ayahuasca experience, it's literally what you experience after your death. It's literally what it is. If you want to know what's out there after you die, that's the way to do it.
Ooh.
And the people who go there, the first experience is low entities. That's why before you do ayahuasca, you need to do really deep personal inventory and get every single moment of your life at really, really painful. This way you're going to be untouchable.
Yeah.
Because nobody going to convince you it was your fault. Because that's what they thrive on. Nobody going to be able to scare you. So they just simply going to be just like, stay away from us.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Oh, God, I see you, Penny. Good Lord. Let me see. Switching to my other camera. Taking the dogs out. Come on, shitheads. Let's go. Come on, little assholes. Come on. Oh, my goodness. Look at this one in her kennel. I don't know if y'all can see it. Let's see. So I got to flip the camera. I'm like an old person. Look at her. Can y'all see her? Oh. Look. Come on, get out there. Come on. She ate a tampon out the garbage. That's why she's in there. Oh. Well, she likes to try to get in the bathroom garbage. She's a bad baby. And I was telling them, why are you throwing it in the garbage? They're like, I don't know. All right. There you go. There you go.
Tell her no.
No, ma'am.
T-shirts.
I know. Need t-shirts. Get my vape. My little messy house. Oh, Lord. I just can't, I just can't keep up with it all. Huh?
Said, how much more stuff do you got to do?
Oh, the flooring. That's it. All right. Everybody had a pee-pee. That's up to Joe. He's just keeps on that video game, and I think he's going to go ahead and order it and do it. It won't take him long because once he gets it, he knows he'll be obsessed till it's done. Come on, Cookie. All right. Oh, there's no more cookies. I'm sorry. Oh, no. What about peanut butter? I got that. Look. Oh, what is that? Look at this. Old one's like, what is that? They're getting excited. Okay. Oh, it's so good. They love that. That's sweet. There you go. That's good.
Yeah.
They're so sweet. Little puppies. That's yummy. That's yummy for your tummy. Now you shouldn't fuss at me.
I I just got an email tonight that I got one of my videos got deleted. I think yesterday's video got deleted.
For
For
what? For copyright strikes?
For
yeah,
music, probably.
yep. It said because of Journey, the song's "Believing" was copyrighted or something. I don't know.
Well, see, some of the stuff will be copyrighted, but if the owner doesn't care, then they won't take it down. Because I've gotten the same thing.
Marta, you believe
But
somebody wouldn't care about you or Patrick?
I
But
mean,
they
I
keep
have one.
deleting.
They're gonna try to.
I know,
They
right?
played them all the way
The
through.
whole experience is extremely personalized. Everything that happened in your life in a day, it's actually specifically for you to experience. So don't take it like, oh, it's just a coincidence. It's no such a thing as coincidence when you're in simulation. You know?
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
You getting
we should
tired?
go. Yes, we should go to It was nice chat. Yeah,
All right.
we recharge each other, so it's good.
Look at Patrick.
Hey, did you guys see that? Did you guys see Did you guys see Sharky's video?
No,
Where
what was it?
he was he holy shit. I still don't believe he can do this. He set some treats out for the mice in his house on the oven, and he sat there and he whistled. I'm not shitting you. Go watch the video. And he whistled, and the mice started coming out of the holes. I'm like, how in the hell is he doing this?
It's
This is
awesome.
for sure. That must be his specialty with the animals. You know,
Oh,
I'm
we
starting
all
to
can
think
talk
that
to animals, actually.
I think we all have
Yeah.
these special abilities
Yes,
that
we do.
we don't know we have. And I think Sharky's just found his because I seen him with mice now, and I seen him with with a wild bird the other like a week ago or so, where it was a wild eagle, a baby eagle that
What?
fell out of the nest. So Sharky bends right down in front of it, right? And this eagle spreads out like it's gonna palmer and kill him because actually they could do some damage if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Um, but as he was talking to the bird's eagle or the eagle the birds or the wings just started coming down
Yeah, you can
until
calm down animals. You just can talk to them and they will listen to you.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
what
we
he
all
was
have this
doing.
ability. Lately, yeah, it works. I
So
wouldn't do this with the mice because I'm kind of afraid of them, but the rest of it.
But you guys got to go see that video of Sharky whistling to the mice. He's just sitting there whistling a tune, and all of a sudden the mice come out of the hole. They grab a treat, and they go, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh my god, this is so weird. I never thought I would see the day I would see this. These are
Yeah.
wild mice in his house that he's getting to come out.
Yep.
When we go to Poplarville and we pick blackberries, we got them growing on this big fence out there. Deer will come up on the other side of the fence and eat the blackberries and just look at us.
See,
Like while we're picking them. They're not
all
afraid.
animals pretty much NPCs created by Matrix, and Matrix running out of energy. So animals feel us as an energy source. So that's why they're getting closer to the cities, and that's why they interact with people. I'm telling you, Earth do not exist without us.
I was hoping my doggies would come with me. My little babies.
You can completely recreate your doggy.
Yeah.
Because
I hope
all
so.
information about your dog, you already have it.
That's
I've
awesome.
done this in my dream.
Cool. Because I love dogs. They're so sweet.
Oh, I think a lot of things gonna be like familiar to us on the new Earth because we simply like this stuff and want to continue enjoying it. Yeah. Okay. It was really, really nice to talking to you, everybody.
All right. Are you going to jump out? You going to jump out?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to jump out too. You guys have a good night.
Good night, Patrick.
Night.
Doo-doo. It's just me and you, Scotty.
Sounds good. You know, the animals, a couple of months ago, I was talking to my cat and like giving her specific instructions, and she was doing them to the T.
Yeah. Like we tell Penny, we're like, hey Penny, it's time for a bath, and she'll go run and jump in the tub and sit down.
Have you going on for a while?
Yeah, that's been going on for a long time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I've had wild animals coming up to me for a long time. That's been happening for a long time.
Sound like cats, but like, I mean, that's fine because that's what I like. I like the cats. But I was telling my one cat, I go pick up your toy and bring it back to me, and she did it like, you know, as if a person, you know, just no weirdness.
Yeah.
Just picked it up, brought it over, and then I did something else where like I said, go get it back to me, and then she did that. It was just weird.
Yeah. It's like they can understand us finally. They're like really closely interacting with us now.
Yeah.
Especially. Yeah, but even when I was little, like, I don't know. I just always had something with animals.
Yeah, me.
I love them.
Me too. They're all.
What? She's trying to bring me her bone and stuff. She wants me to hold on to it while she chews it. Okay. Okay. Give it to me then. Come on, crazy ass. There you go. I don't know why it's more fun for her like that. She just jerks me around. I know that didn't sound right.
Yeah. Had to make jokes.
You're gonna make jokes. I don't know. I've cut off my husband for a long time because I've been meditating and doing stuff like that. So I'm telling him, I don't want to have sex or anything. And so finally, like tonight, my boss had been a real dick, and I came home and I hugged him and I was like, I'm so glad I have you. And we ended up hooking up. And
Nice.
yeah, like sleeping together. And I come out of the room finally, and my daughters were like, oh, did you knock that out? And I was like, I don't want to talk about that with you. And they're like laughing because they're like 16 and 17. They know the deal. And we don't have a big house. So it was kind of embarrassing.
To be uncomfortable.
Well, it's natural though.
Yeah, but
it's not like we were hanging from the roof or anything.
I would think that would be uncomfortable to talk about with you.
Wait, what?
Be more uncomfortable for them to talk about that with you than you them?
No, I know. We've always been open about whatever. Like when Ashley was little, like she was like, where do babies come from? And I was like, they grow in your uterus. And she was just like, okay. And she just ran off. But I always answered their questions. Like if they asked, I answered. And then she would be like, wait a second, how'd they get in there? Like a couple of years later, I'm like, well, I said, I just kind of told her the basics, and she was like, oh, okay. So I've always been honest. I never hid anything.
That's actually cool.
Yeah. So they're comfortable telling me, about like if they have like sexual feelings and stuff like that, they'll tell me about it. That's what I was hoping for. Because Because my mom wouldn't even let us say sweat. We weren't allowed to say sweat or pregnant. We weren't allowed to say someone was pregnant. You had to say
Wow.
expecting, and you had to say it low. Like, she's
Oh.
expecting. If I said sweat, I'd be like, oh, I'm sweating. She would be like, oh, Martha Jane. No. She'd say, no, ma'am. She really would. She sounds like Scarlett O'Hara. This is what she sounds like. She'd be like, Martha, no, ma'am.
Oh, that's so great.
She's very Southern. See, I was raised in New Orleans, but she was raised up here in the Delta, so she sounds like Scarlett O'Hara.
So
She's something else. She's a Southern belle for sure.
Did they openly worship or whatever?
It's kind of like an open secret, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, everything is about appearances. Like, you have to keep up appearances. There were all these like social rules. You know, like, I can remember being little and I had she would make me wear these dresses that were short, and I would look at my sister. My sister got to wear them that were a little longer. And I'd be like, can't I please have a longer skirt? And she would be like, you're not old enough. It's not proper for you to have, you are still a little girl. You can't have, a long A-line skirt or whatever. Or like you had to wear white, like after a certain time, or you couldn't wear leather during a certain season. Just like all these rules about like weddings, like, like the groom is supposed to buy the bouquet and things like that. Just all these little Southern niceties that don't mean anything. So you were trained to be all like that. Like, we all had to crochet. We all had to play an instrument or sing. It's that kind of bullshit. Like, I went to finishing school, learned how to walk and things like that. And fold napkins, embroider things, like that kind of stuff. I walk downstairs a certain way. When I sit into a car, I sit down and then with my feet together, I put my feet into the car. Like, I don't just like put one foot in and climb in, because it's not proper. I was just trained to be like that. So it's just shit like that.
Cool if it was like real, it meant something, but if it's just for the appearance, it's like, that's fucked up.
Yeah. But see, and then behind the scenes, so, you live like this, beautiful kind of life. And, everybody thinks, oh, you're so perfect. Like, oh, you have a beautiful house and all these things and everything's so wonderful. But, sometimes we wouldn't go to school for a week and we were like under someone's home in cages. Wow. And, those people were programming us to just accept what they say. How did I what?
How did you break the program?
Well, I just never could be programmed.
That's awesome.
That was the problem. And I mean, they had issues with me, so they sent me to boarding school. I went to this school called French Camp. And my grandfather paved the roads up there. Like, they gave money to that school. All the families did. And I mean, they programmed you. And I mean, I was wild there. Like, I was getting into fist fights and trying to run away all the time. My parents were like, if you're good, we'll let you have a horse up there. So they bought me a horse so I could take care of the horse. And I was happy for a little while. But then one day I saw my chance and I got on that horse and like was riding down the Natchez Trace on the side of the road trying to escape.
Wow.
I did stuff like that. I mean, I was hard to deal with for them. And then, when the day I turned 18, I bought a car and left. But see, like, I mean, it was set up like that from the beginning to try to control me, but I just couldn't be controlled. They've never been able to deal with me.
But they had to have known early on that you were going to be a problem, right?
Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. What if they're not real? What if they're programs?
Exactly.
What if they're not human? I don't know.
It's the kind of shit that's gonna bother me.
Yeah, it bothers me
It said
too.
that I can it's still gonna be hard.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you right now, I'm not leaving. I
You're
don't
not
care.
leaving. You're not leaving what?
I'm not leaving here without my girl.
Yeah. And I think, see, okay, that's something I see like with MA and his wife, like, because she's starting to kind of come on the live streams. She sees it. She just wants peace.
Yeah.
She just doesn't. I think she's like, if he goes, I think she'll go too, but she just wants peace.
Yeah, that's what I got.
She doesn't need to. She doesn't need to research it. Not everybody does, and I think there are some people that are not gonna. They're like really great, holy people, and they never really realize it. But that doesn't mean they're not going.
Yeah. I agree with that. I still get worried about it, but like, I'm telling you, like, I really think that my girl was sent to get me started on this because she changed me a lot before I met you guys,
Yeah,
and I think she's an angel.
probably. I mean, there were even saints like I think it's Saint Bernadette is one of them, and she would write like she's a saint because like she did things like the little everyday things. She was just sweet and holy in small ways, just doing small nice things for people. You know, I mean, because you can't tell me that like people who live in like the Amazon or whatever that have no idea about technology and all this stuff are not going. They're very connected to probably the source,
Yeah,
they're going.
the affected. I think there's lots of little pockets of different things.
I do too.
Yeah,
It's a crazy life.
it is.
You know,
You had the craziest of them all.
I know maybe not. I think so. I think a lot of people just are scared or they just don't want to talk about it. Like today, I noticed like SMQ AI posted this like music video. He was like, I can't stop watching this. If you go on his Twitter, you'll find it. And I watched it and I was like, damn, that looks like the places that I was held as a child.
He's part of the program, isn't he?
I don't know. But see, he could be like one of the good ones. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
that's a good point. That sounds like a mind control. Listen to this music video.
Yeah, well, he was like, I can't stop watching this video. And I watched it, and it was like the video was this girl who looks like she's probably been transgendered when she was little.
Yeah.
And she's a rock and roll star or whatever. And the whole video is full of these little children that are dressed very nicely. And they're in an underground place with stone walls. I mean, it's basically telling you something in plain sight.
Yeah.
And I even retweeted it, and I was like, well, I didn't retweet it, but I commented, and I was like, looks like the places I was held when I was a kid. It's all in how you look at it. I mean, you just can't let it beat you. That's the thing. I just never let it beat me. No matter what, I'm a survivor, and I'm gonna come out on top anyway. And I've always known that. Yeah. I think all of us know that. All of us know that. That's why we're resilient like cockroaches. You just can't let it beat you.
Like I don't get scared of like the big things. I just don't know if it's fear or what it is, but it's like it's the mundane existence of life. That's what scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
at me all day long, I wouldn't give a fuck. But the little shit is what fucking annoys me.
Yeah, I'm like that too. Like I change jobs a lot, or I get bored easy. I need excitement.
Yeah.
I don't like poor Joe, my husband, when we first got together, I had an apartment and then, he moved in and then I came home one day and I was like, I put a deposit on another apartment. And so we had to move. We like moved every year. And we would get into these apartments and I would they were like old homes in New Orleans and they would break them up into apartments and I would paint the entire apartment like in murals. I would just paint all over the walls and I would build these huge canvases and we would get naked and like paint each other and roll around on them. And I would sell those things. I would put like a haiku at the bottom or something. I was wild back then. And poor thing, he just had to contend with it. He just went along with it, and he was a nice Catholic boy his dad was a cop. And
Do you still do art shit?
I do. I mean, now I mainly do fiber arts. Like I like to crochet and things like that. And then, I mean, I design kitchens and that kind of stuff in my spare time. I work with a contractor.
You should.
I should what?
Pictures of it and shit.
I should do what? Oh, post pictures? Yeah, I mean, I have like a crochet page on Facebook and
Send me one of these.
Huh?
Send me a link to those.
Okay.
Whenever you get a chance, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's the same as my email, When Moon Crochet.
Oh, okay.
It's out there. I mean, I'll post like little pictures of stuff. I mainly just make stuff and give it away. After Katrina, I don't know, lost interest.
Yeah.
What? I mean, I lost all my stuff. And it was just like, I mean, I have like one thing on the wall still that got saved. It flooded, but let's see, where is my camera? Where? There we go. We got like two things going on here. Let's see. Let's see if you can see it. That's one of them. That's one of mine.
Cool.
What? It's got to be. My mom saw it and she was like, well. I'm like, well, do you like it? She's like, She just wouldn't say anything. She didn't like the naked lady on there. She didn't like that.
Filthy.
I know. Martha Jane. Why did you do that? Oh, Dark Wolf. Hey, what's up?
He's in?
Oh, he came in here to collect people. It's like 8 minutes till Eva's stream, guys. Thanks a lot, Dark Wolf. Don't get lost.
Oh, fucking A.
Oh, I got kisses. Yay. Dark Wolf is so cute. I've missed you, Dark Wolf. You see that? I'm like licking my vape liquid. So good.
Gross.
I know it's gross, but it tastes good. Get a little extra pop of nicotine.
I actually like the vape taste better than cigarettes, but it just doesn't, I don't know, fill that void.
Yeah. Dark Wolf says he's missed everyone lately. He's been kind of busy.
Doing Dark Wolf?
He's doing research, I'm sure. I'd like to hear when's the next time you're going to stream, Dark Wolf? I'd like to hear all of his Schumann resonance stuff.
I outdid Dark Wolf with hearts.
Oh.
So.
Oh my goodness, these people.
Hot damn, I gotta go get more iced tea.
Okay.
This time I'm bringing you
with me. Yay, I get to go with you.
Super.
Super D duper.
There's the button there. Still hear me?
What?
Making sure you can still hear me.
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Oh, fucking A. Whoops.
Claire Jane goes, we love Dark Wolf.
Oh no.
I'm just waiting for another gun show.
Whip him. Shit. I'm gonna get in trouble.
What, for waking up your girl?
Maybe. I don't know. She's kind of knocked out when she sleeps, so.
That's good. Then is she a school teacher?
Yeah.
That's good.
She's almost done. I think she's got like 2 more days.
Oh yeah, because they make them do like all kinds of stuff like at the beginning of the summer, huh?
I don't know how I think she pretty much gets out the same time as they do, but has to go in early.
Oh, so school is still in session there?
Yeah. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. I do love your guns, Dark Wolf. They're big and juicy.
Me too.
Scotty loves them too.
Okay, so yeah, I think she might have to stay like a couple days after
Oh
they
yeah.
get out. But then
See, my kids have been out for 2 weeks.
that they're in public school though, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she does some kind of like it's like a private school. It's a French American school.
Oh, that's cool.
I think she teaches English to French kids. She actually she took the job because she wanted to speak French to American kids, but something happened and a better job opened up, so she took that.
Yeah.
Okay, back in action.
My sister-in-law is a school teacher, and she got a degree in like psychology, but then she went and got a master's in education, and so she works with like gifted kids and with kids with special needs. So
That's cool. Oh my.
Good one.
Thank you. Oh man. You got to work tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I know. I can hardly sleep though. I don't know how I make it. I don't ever really need much sleep. But
I need too much.
You need too much?
Yeah, well, sometimes I'll sleep like it depends. Like it's weird because like any morning that Kathy goes on, for some reason that night I won't sleep for shit, and but the morning she's not on, I'll sleep till like 1 in the afternoon, and I'll get up when Poppy's going on. It's like I have a alarm set up
Love
just
you.
for stream.
Dark Wolf's going over to Eva's stream. Do you want to go watch it?
I don't care. I'll hang with you.
He says he's got to go be on duty over there. I don't think she has many spanners though.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think she gets many trolls.
She gets some, but I mean, she doesn't have a lot of wrenches either, though.
That's weird. I very rarely catch hers because they're, at this time, and I'm usually sleeping.
Yeah. Is she a doctor?
I have no idea.
Alone One says, "What's the name of Eva's channel?" It's Once Upon a Time. Yeah, Once Upon a Timeline. And I mean, she got some good stuff on there. It's a good stream.
She definitely has a knack for weirdest stuff, like with animals and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she's like a female MA. She just sees it all, you know.
She's like a Barnum and Bailey. Damn it.
Damn. I didn't realize how big this diamond ring looked like as a pinky ring. Look. It's big. That's probably too big for a pinky ring.
Oh, I only got you on the little square there.
I got like a big 3-carat sapphire and a 2-carat diamond on one hand. That's probably too much. I got all kinds of shit. And then I got this thing. Dude. I mean, I wear all this stuff though to try to encourage people like to buy, like, yeah, you can buy big stuff. It's fine.
Are you excited for your new job?
I mean, if I can pull it off, we'll see. I'm hoping I can just get that new job and then tell my boss, bye.
Tell him to cram it with walnuts.
Yeah. No, I'll be gracious and I'll say, thank you for the opportunity, and I just don't believe I'm a good fit for here. That's what I'll do.
How long have you been?
Baby. Love you. Since at this place since October 1st.
That's not too long.
Mm-mm. I mean, it's not even a year. It's just unbearable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fuck that.
It's not my first time. It's not my first time working with jewelry. Like I have the certifications and all that stuff. It's sales. Like I like sales. I like selling stuff. So, and then this next job will be hopefully like a catering sales, which is what I'm used. I'm really used to that too. I bounce between them, bounce back and forth.
Oh, that's cool.
I just like to go where the money is.
Yeah.
I mean, in his store, it's nice and everything. There's big stuff, but there's not a lot of business, and I'm like bored.
Is it a lot of sitting around?
Oh no, he does not allow that. Ooh, we're constantly in motion. Really? Like he. Oh yeah. That's fucked up. It is fucked up, but I mean, he used to be in the Navy, and so he's just like he makes like these 3-page work lists for us. I mean, we clean and everything else. So
that sounds like
and I'm
my
always,
last boss.
Really? Mm.
Yeah, he was like.
Where did you work?
That it was basically a subcontractor for AT&T, and the supervisor or whatever. He was like an army guy, and like everything was like the biggest deal in the world, and barking at the drill sergeant. It was really fucking annoying, but like, and he used to get really annoyed at me because I didn't give a fuck, and like he'd be all serious about stuff, and I'd just like be like, all right, and then like whatever. Like he'd say, like, you can never leave the warehouse until you let me know. I'm like, okay, and then I'd go walk out and go have a cigarette like 50 times a day. It was great. And then like all the other bosses would like walk in and be like, he's out having a cigarette again. I go, yeah, I like to smoke.
Yeah, fuck him, you know.
Yeah, it's like everybody acts like they're paying you 6 figures. It's like, you know what? Go fuck yourself.
Oh, I know. And like today he was like, like he cut our commissions, you know, but from 5% to 2%. Yeah. And then he was like, I think I'm going to cut everyone's pay because y'all just aren't selling enough and just all this stuff. And I have I have a contract with him, so he can't cut my pay. I got news for him because I found it. It's illegal. He made me sign it, and you know, I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna sue your ass.
Yeah, and not to mention, you know, oh yeah, that's what you want to do? Goodbye, and just walk right out.
Yeah, that's what my husband said. He said if he threatens you and says he's cutting your pay, just leave. Mm-hmm. He said he was like, just don't go tomorrow. I was like, no, I'm still gonna go. I said I would.
Yeah, but
so I'm one of those people.
Too much shit.
No, I mean I've been taking a lot of shit from this guy. You just don't understand. Like I've come home crying and all kinds of. Oh yeah, I mean he's nasty. He'll scream at us right in front of customers. It's embarrassing. I hate it.
Oh,
but
I know I'm only a little dude, but I'd go in there and say some shit right now if I was close.
His he's always like, I've never met your husband. I don't even know if he's real. And I told him today, I said, you know what? The reason you've never met my husband is because I come home crying and he doesn't want to meet you. You know, because he probably would punch him in the face.
Yeah. I want to punch him in the face. I just can't stand people. Like, what is wrong with them?
I don't know.
They feel they have to control everybody.
I mean, according to Svetlana, you know, they're you know, I guess possessed by the Matrix. I don't know. I mean, I think that's probably right.
Yeah. It's really sickening. I guess we're not supposed to have any reaction.
I know. It's hard, though.
Yeah, it is.
Meditation Man says they all got filters. And Alone One says, I've worked for some hateful people. Yeah, I mean, it always seems to work out that way. Like, I'll get a job and, you know, they'll say, oh, you know, we're going to make you a manager and they're going to do all this stuff. And then things don't work out. And, you know, I end up like working myself to death. You know, it's just stuff like that. Just over and over again.
Not much longer, hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, I know I'll stay employed. I'm not worried about all that, but
yeah.
I don't know. It's just a crazy life.
Yeah.
Trudeau's reptilian eyebrow wig done fell off.
What?
Alone One says Trudeau. I guess that's it's the Canadian president, I think. He said his reptilian eyebrow wig fell off. Meditation Man went, what channel? I saw something about Trudeau, like in a recommendation. What are you doing? What? Get out of my closet. No, ma'am. That's not nice. Better sit down and put you in that kennel. She was up in my husband's side of the closet, like sniffing at something. Nope. Ugh, she's something else. Alone One says, have you not seen the video? No, I have not seen this video. Oh my God.
I started typing it in, so.
Oh, did you?
Oh, wow, yeah.
His eyebrow falls off.
I just clicked on it, so. But yeah, it looks like it.
Good.
I just started typing in Trudeau or whatever, and it popped right up. What the fuck?
The inside thick parts of his eyebrows came unglued and hanging in the corners of his eyes.
It looks so funny.
I'm so glad. I love it when stuff like that happens. That's the kind of stuff that wakes people up and they go, wait a second. You know, stuff like that.
Some people, yeah. Some people just go, oh, that's normal. Eyebrows coming.
Oh, he's okay, little baby bear. He's okay, baby bear. No, wait. She's crybabying because she want to go lay up in my bed.
Oh.
She like to lay in the bed when daddy's not home.
Can't seem to find a video, just screenshots.
I know.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, I guess I should try to go to bed at some point, or I'll just be up all night.
I think it's my time too. I don't want to make it 3 full days.
Oh, Lord, you haven't been sleeping?
No, 2 days. I don't know why either, but whatever. All right, Martha, I love you very much. Thank you for having me on.
No, anytime. I love you too, Scott Baylow.
Well, then I'll be on tomorrow then.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow.
Nighty-night.
All right, bye.
Bye.